Good evening, service crew. Fighting Pilot Extraordinaire Ace Windfall. Ready for takeoff. Happy Monday, everyone. Been a bit. Happy to see you guys here. What's up? What's up? I'm back from the Windy City once again. It's been a hot second since we've done this. I think everything's good. What's up, Spare Parts? I missed you. Were you good? Did the service crew take care of you while I was out? I hope they did. You guys were good? Hi, everyone. What is up, Blammy? What's up, Gabriel? What's up, Aeon? What's up, Mayu? What's up, Moby? What's up, Harmonica? And congratulations on your continued promotion to Service Crew Chief, Harmonica. And what's up, Kiwi? I think that's everyone. Hi. Good job, Sir Parts. Yeah, you guys kept this boy fed, right? Kept him all happy and healthy? Perfect. Thank you. Yes, later today we will have our re-election, or our new election, I guess, of our Employee of the Month. But Gabriel, you will continue to be Employee of the Month until technically we have that, because I'm a generous god. But hi. That's right, maybe books. I know. It sounds like I'm not a real it sounds like I'm not the real Ace, excuse me. Like I'm not the real Ace by buying books, but it's true, I did. Chicago's an insane place. They have a lot of really cool things that are not in small town America. Let me tell you what. It's insane. Also, Moby, I agree with Blammy that if you put the quarter in the machine, I don't think it's technically free. But thank you. I will take that. Bites it like a gold doubloon to make sure it's real. Chips my teeth. Fellow Bulls fan, Michael Jordan, Space Jam. Yes, Kiwi. I didn't see. Did the bucket gacha work, by the way? I saw Blammy redeemed it. I hope that worked. I was not looking. Just fly a plane or even just a kite. Fun fact, my fun fact about the Windy City that I'm pretty sure is correct. It's not called the Windy City because of the actual wind. It's called that because of some politician or something. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's true, and I'm pretty sure I bring that up every single time. Yo, what's up? I also got a keychain. I didn't take a picture of this. I'll take a picture of this later, but I'm fidgeting with that right now, and that's what I just dropped and I got scared of. What's up, Asma? Welcome in. The northern half of the Nambian coastline is referred to as the Skeleton Coast for its inhospitable desert climate and the skeletons of ships run ashore. Fun fact. I want to say, is that in the Horn of Africa? Not the Horn of Africa. That's the Horn of Africa is technically where Somalia is, if I'm not mistaken. That's in like the armpit of Africa, as it were. I want to say. I don't know. I'm not good at African geography. I was gonna say geometry and I was gonna say geology, and neither of those are correct. But I'm always dog at those when it comes to like Worldle, which I should get better at. Unfortunately, I'm not. The fighting games guides. Oh, were they fighting game guides? Oh, for the books I bought, Blammy? No, they were not. So, we'll get into that in a second. Hold on. That every January, how cold is Chicago and NYC? I always wonder why it's shown in our news. Wait, really? Well, I don't know why you guys would, in Brazil, it would show you how cold it is in Chicago and NYC. I guess, I don't know how prevalent it is for you guys, but, like, that'd be the equivalent of, like, us getting, like, oh, it's really hot near the equator, which I guess isn't insane to hear about, like, especially because those are going to be, like, populated places that are really hot, and the idea for that is just, like, here's extreme weather everywhere, but, it does seem surprising that you guys get information about that. It was fairly cold, yeah. Nothing too insane, luckily. Like, all the snow had apparently hit, like, the week beforehand, so everything was fairly dried out. It did end up snowing a little tiny bit on, I want to say Friday night? Maybe Thursday night? Friday night, I want to say. But it, like, Chicago's, they know what to do with that, so it was, like, it wasn't that much. It was, like, it's something called lake effect snow. I was in... I was in an Outback Steakhouse, as you do at an event. We went to Outback Steakhouse, like 6 of us, and on one of the TVs it said Lake Effect Snow, and none of us knew what that meant. So I looked it up on my handy dandy phone, and apparently Lake Effect Snow is what happens when the snow is because of the lake. More or less. I think it's more specifically the way it's formed is different than a traditional snow where it's high and low pressure, where it's specifically being formed because of the giant body of water, like a certain air going over the giant body of water that made the snow instead of just high pressure systems, which makes sense. But like when they say lake effect snow, I don't know what that means. I ain't near no Great Lakes. has their own weather because the lakes are big enough to affect temperature. Yes, that's exactly it. And I was thinking about this at the time. I was like, why does that not affect the ocean? It's because, I assume, I didn't actually look this up, but it makes sense in my mind, right? That the Great Lakes are big enough to affect temperatures, but they're also surrounded by, hey, it does work, perfect. I'm glad the bucket gotcha still works. But like they're surrounded by land on either side of them, so like you'll get the something from this land, it will go over the water, and then it will go back to land, and I think so. I don't know, that sounds right. It was really cool. I learned a thing, and now you possibly have learned a thing as well, Service Crew. Congratulations. So I've been hitting this curry place, right? Yeah. And they just hired a new Japanese girl, and me, the weeb I am, need to hit her with the Nihongo Josu. Yeah. So when she offered me if I want the bread with my curry, I have to hit her with the... I was gonna get on you for for the non-demonai. I was gonna get on you for your romanization and not just putting it in kana, but I understand why you did that, Kiwi. Non-demonai, non as in like non-bread. Hey, and then everyone clapped, and then you got her number, and then you guys went on like 2 dates together, Kiwi. And congratulations. Is that real or was that just for the bit, Kiwi? Oh, that's because it's like ultra extraordinarily cold. Yeah, that's my assumption as well. It's like that's a populated region that gets really cold, is why I assume that they you get information about that. I know Outback Steakhouse, a very you could only find those in Chicago, Gabriel. That's why it was a rare find, and not just because it was like a block from the venue. Big body of water tends to moisten the air that blows over it. You should know the wind current streams in the US if you fly. I haven't flown in a hot second at Aeon. Unfortunately, that plane that I'm looking at right here, that's right behind the camera that I'm looking at, that thing ain't doing so hot right now. I should be studying up. I should be making sure that I know my things, but I've been bad at studying. I've been playing too many fighting games and too much Arknights infield. What's up, Vortis? Welcome in. Hi. Just in time. So the books I bought. So the story, you get into Chicago, you land, you check it out, and then the group you're with is like, Ace, I want to go to this place called Mitsuwa Marketplace. Apparently, it is a chain, as I found out. It's mostly on like the West Coast. There's like a bunch of things on the West Coast. There's like one in Chicago, and there's one in like New Jersey. And there might be other ones, but they were like, Ace, let's go to Mitsuwa. And I was like, okay, I don't know what that is. But apparently a few of them do it all the time. And so they took me to it. And the weeaboo that I am, it was a magical little location. It's a Japanese marketplace. Japanese grocery store. There is a food court. There was a bakery. And there was a bookstore, and it was amazing. They just let me loose in there. They were like, yeah, Ace, there's the bookstore, and so we went to the bookstore for like half an hour to an hour, and I came out with how do I do this? Scrab. I came out with all these books that I then took a picture of on the hotel dorm. How do I do this? Enter. There we go. Wow, that's big. Hold on. How do I make this smaller? There we go. I'm a professional, don't worry. Look at all these books. Okay, and when I say books, obviously I mean manga. I mean manga and art books, clearly. But still, look, small. You gotta start small and then graduate to actual books, okay? So I got 2 art books and I got 4 manga. Obviously, one of them is the Arknights Operators Volume 3. By the way, 5 of these books are still in their plastic. I have not opened them. Here's the bag. You can't see it because it's behind the books themselves. All of them are still wrapped except for Planetarium Ghost Travel Star Tripper. So I'm going to talk about that a lot. I do know enough JP to read these books, and/or I can use these to also help with my Japanese, because that's the thing. The bookstore had both English books and Japanese books. You know the leftmost arts? Kiwi, you mean Planetarium Ghost Travel or the Artworks one? Because if you mean Planetarium Ghost Travel, Kiwi, absolutely peak taste. That's the one that I wrapped. So here's the idea, right? I go into the Mitsuma market, I'm looking, and it's like, wow, there's a lot of manga here. And then they were like, Ace, over here's the untranslated manga. And I was like, ooh, because that's like, if I want normal manga, I could just go to the bookstore and buy manga. And honestly, I don't know, I don't care enough to buy it. But when it's in Japanese, then there's more of an appeal to me. In part just because then I can use it as an excuse to further my Japanese knowledge, right? Yes, by the way, it is a perfect Japanese. It was such a great setup. I absolutely love it. If you guys have a Mitsuma Marketplace near you, or if it's like an hour or two away from you, you gotta go try it out. If you haven't, it was amazing, and I'm very sad that there's only like 6 of them in the United States. There might be more, I didn't count, but like ain't none in the heartland of the United States, right? But so what was it? I originally got. So as I was looking, I was like, what do I want to get at least one thing from this bookstore. And then I ended up getting 6 things. But in order, my gut feeling was like, okay, I want to get something from this bookstore, like just one thing. And I was like, what do I want? And I was like, Bungo Stray Dogs. I think that's a peak thing that I can probably find something that I wouldn't see in a normal bookstore. And so I got the middle one there that has Edogawa Rampo, has the boss whose name I'm blanking on right now, and this is Bungo Stray Dogs. I don't know what that says, but I assume legitimately, I haven't opened this. It's still in the plastic, but I'm pretty sure this. My assumption is that this is just the season 5, season 4, season 5 Bungo Stray Dogs had a bit at the opening where it showed Edogawa Rampo and the boss forming the detective agency, right? And so I assume that's just what this is, because usually at the very beginning of the Bungo Stray Dogs seasons, they just take one of the side mangas and use it for like 3 to 5 episodes. So I think that's what this is. If it's not, then that's great, because I just like Edogawa Rampo. He's my favorite character in the show, like easily. And so I bought this because I was like, I was hoping to get like a one-off, right? Like something I could just like read and then like not have to worry about like, oh man, what's gonna happen in the next one? Like I looked at, they also had like Bungo Stray Dogs Beast, I believe is what it's called, which is the one where the alternate reality where Octagawa and Atsushi, like Octagawa becomes part of the armed detective agency, and Atsushi becomes part of the Port Mafia, right? A little side swap of your 2 protagonists. And I've read the first volume of that in English, and then I realized there were like 4 other volumes. If there was only like 1, I'd probably pick up both, but there were 4, and I was like, I don't want to buy that much. And then I bought 6 things. But there's 6 different things. That's why it's fun. Here's Bracco Swogman. Hi. So I got the Bungo Stray Dogs one, which I haven't read yet. I wonder if it goes more past where the anime opening went to, because I would really enjoy that. But I wouldn't be surprised if Volume 1 was just the anime opening, if that is what it is. So I got that, and then I was like looking for other things, and I was like, that's technically not a one shot. I wanted a one shot. Thank you, by the way, Blimey. I have a Dr. Pepper, which feels disgusting right now, because normally I don't like drinking soda outside of meals, like, because it's like wrong to snack on soda, you know what I mean? But like, I'll live. I'm coming back from vacation. I can still be a little, what's the word? Bad for myself. So then I was looking around, I was like, I want a one shot, right? I want something that isn't like a volume 1 of like 4. And I saw the Bocchi the Rock one, which is the one between Planetarium Ghost Travel and Bungo Stray Dogs. I've never watched Bocchi the Rock in my life. I've heard it's good, but I like Kikuri. I don't know anything else about the show, but I like Kikuri. I think she's really cute. And so this was just a one shot of Kikuri. So I bought it, and it's also still in plastic. That's not the plastic, hold on. There we go. So I'm gonna read this at some point. Also, I don't know if any of these is in English. I don't know if the Bungo Stray Dogs one is. I've never seen that one before. Operators, I don't know if so the third one I got was the Arknights Operators one. Because then I went around the corner and I found the gacha section that had a lot of Musume books, had a lot of Blue Archive, there were some Nikkei books, which was surprising. I thought that was too new, but I guess not. And there was like, I think there was only the one I think this was the only one that stood out to me for Arknight stuff. Arknights Operators. And I'm not just saying that because obviously there's whole Oliak on the front, And there's pennants on the back, which I don't have a picture of, but on the back it shows FedEx? I want to say that's FedEx. Enos, pennants, which is a big draw. Click is on here, as well as Mizuki. Oh, there's a Lapland on the back too. Oh, and Yerig! Or Yera, not Yerig. This one's cool. This one's also still in plastic. I assume, if anyone's read this, do you know what this is? Is this just like a collection of like short stories? Like the equivalent of like a 4-koma for the Arknights universe? I don't know. It's Arknights though, and I wanted to get at least one Arknights thing. I was hoping to find the art book that they kind of released semi-recently, but I assume that isn't actually out yet. I think those were just pre-orders. So there wasn't any like good Arknights art book. Because I didn't even find the art books until the very end of the session. So I got those 3, and then I was like, okay. But the thing is, okay, so I have Bungo Stray Dogs, one of blank. I have a one-shot manga, but it's of a thing that I know. Of Bocchi the Rock. I want it, and then I was like, I got Arknights. That's Arknights. And I was like, I want something that I've never heard of before. I want like, I was hoping for like a one-shot, but just like a one-of something I've never heard of before in my life. And I saw Planetarium Ghost Travel, the one on the far left. And look at that and tell me that that doesn't immediately shout Ace Windfall to you. And I'm not just saying that because there's a boy with a scarf, but I am mostly saying that because there's a boy with a scarf. Because I looked at this, and first and foremost, I am like, I have scarf vision where it's like my eyes zoom in and are like, oh, hey, I know what that is. The classic red scarf is a very like common like eye catch. I saw that and then I was like looking at it, it's like I like the simple colors of the cover, where it's mostly blue and then you have the red scarf and the red tree in the background like sticking out to you, right? And then like I picked it up and I looked closer and I was like, oh, it's in like space. It's like a weird sci-fi setting, and so I bought it. I didn't even like look at I looked at the back. I didn't read the back that hard, but I looked at the back, and on the back it has, I should take a picture of these things, shouldn't I? Hold on. Fine. I didn't think to take pictures of the backs. How do I do this? Sister, how do you take pictures? Shoot. I'll take it on the blue bag. Throw my PS5 controller down there. It's fine. Move these. Beautiful. Oh, technically, by the way, the bookstore wasn't called Mitsuo Marketplace. That's the overall thing. The bookstore inside was technically called Kinokuniya, which is on this price sticker thing. Show them out. Take a picture. And then I gotta send it, and then I gotta make sure that I didn't like expose the hanger's address. Share to my Discord of me, myself, and I. Put this into my Zatsu notes channel. Perfect. Awesome. It's like those official 4-koma manga they post on Twitter. That's exactly okay. That's what I expected it was. Perfect then. Has a scarf con? A scarf complex? Maybe a little bit. What's it to ya? We all have our vices. We all have our things that make us who we are. And mine is that I like good neckwear. Sue me. This should be fine. You can see a ripped piece of paper in the background from my detective notebook that I ripped out, and you can see part of the receipt. But I think that's just saying that there's a $200 off if I do a survey or something like that. Wait, 200. What's this receipt say? Wait. Wait. Oh. Hold on, different one. Returns accepted within 30 days with conditions, and the itemized original receipt. Items must be in original saleable condition. Exclusions, blind boxes, cosmetics, fragrances, magazines, final sale items, gift cards, items over $200 may incur a restocking fee. That's what the $200 for. Okay, perfect. Don't just throw that in the hanger ice. Perfect. Hey, what's up, Nukiyashi? Welcome in. Hi. Kiwi. Okay, do this? Double checking that. Yeah, go. So here's the back of the two of them. Look at that. So on the Arknights one, like I said, it had there's Lapland, there's Mizuki, there's Yerig, or Yera, and then yeah, it looks like it's, I think that's FedEx, right? That's Federator, not Federator. That's Executor. Then Enos Penance, which is the main reason that like I was like, oh, I like Penance. And then Click on the back of the Arknights one. And then I just tried to move that on a different thing. But then like yeah, this was the one that caught me. It was the fact that it had like the front had like the Scarf Boy, which is the main character, which is 303, I want to say, right? It's either 303 or 505, and I'm getting those confused because they're like the two air quotes main characters, but one you never see. And like on the back, like the front was the very simple design, and on the back you have the little like today's recommended travel item, which is it shows the little vehicle that they get around in. It shows a box of cigarettes that are part of one of the vignettes, a thing of tea from another vignette, a little stove, so a little cooking bit, and then a card game, which I have not gone to yet. And then it shows a little clip of it, and basically the entire idea of Planetarium Ghost Travel, which is absolutely fantastic. This entire Zatsu is just to say, go read Planetarium Ghost Travel. It's Yashike. My eye saw it and I was right. My Yashike sensor went off. My scarf sensor went off. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It is. I'm so happy that I was like, I want to buy something that I've never seen before, and then I bought that because it's exactly what I wanted. It's like the best thing ever. Because that is the one thing that I've currently taken the plastic off of. And I read one chapter a night while I was up in Chicago. And it's amazing. The basic plot is that the little boy, the dude you see there, is 303. And he is a member of Planetarium Ghost Travel, PGT. And his job is to go around just recording culture, basically. Like recording like a historian or a documentarian or anything along those lines, where it's like, I gotta go to places and record what's happened here. And it's all vibes. It's just all vibes. So much of the world, or so much of this star system or galaxy or what have you, this section of space, that red tree you see in the background, zoom in. That red tree you see in the background of the cover, that's a what do they call it? Tavira-san. Hoshita Tavira-san, excuse me. Where is it? Tobias no Ki. A Tobias tree. I don't know what a Tobias is. I think they just made up that word. I could be wrong. But a Tobias tree. So apparently what that means is that people go to sleep, if for a long time they turn into trees, basically, and then the fruits on the trees can store their memories. But the fruits on the trees are poisonous to everyone, so no one can do anything. But this dude, for whatever reason, can like eat it, and then he gets the memories of whatever he ate. That's not important though. That's just your basic setup that is only important to then convey everything else in the manga, which has just been every chapter is 303 going to some place in space where it's like 1 to 2 people living there, and just explaining like, yeah, this is what I did when I was like, this is what I did in my life, and now I just like am out here kind of alone. Everyone I know is turned into a tree. It's nice to see you, and then he goes on his way, and it's very beautiful. It's such a you can just sit down and read it before bed, a chapter before bed, as I was doing, and it's just nice. it's just you just vibe along with this dude just driving around, learning stories from people. The first chapter is about a merchant who was like, yeah, I was thinking about like giving up being a merchant, and I wrote all my like I wrote my resignation letter effectively on a piece of paper, and I was gonna like I was debating, should I send it in or should I not send it in, and then I picked it up to get ready to like mail it, and all the words on it like turned into sand because he had wrote it with like a novelty pen that turns everything he writes into sand. And he was like, well, I guess that settles it. I guess I'm staying open for business. And it's very adorable. Chapter 2 is about going to a place where there's a guy that just makes like cigarettes, which are the cigarettes you saw on the back cover a second ago. And about like, he did that because his brother did that, and his brother turned into a tree. And he's like, man, I wish my brother told me everything he knew about making cigarettes before he left. And the little dude 303 like goes out, eats one of the fruits off screen, and it's like, yeah, here's how you do it. This is how your brother did it. And so the dude makes one, and is like, that's great. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I just want to know how to do that. Now I'm gonna do my own stuff. It's like it's and the third chapter is the last one that I read so far. Is about this space library, which is being heralded by a librarian and a young boy that she had found. And like the young boy is about to go and join Planetarium Ghost Travel, and so it's like, oh, I'm gonna be joining you. I'm gonna be leaving this library, and so at the very end they go and swimming in the river of stars, and it's the story is not important. It's all just about living in the world of these characters. I wanna read you guys the little synopsis thing that they had for it, because I think it fits perfectly. The vast sky is populated with a great many stars, on which most of the inhabitants have fallen into a deep sleep, called simply the Slumbering Stars. This is the story of a traveler of the stars, a worker for the Planetarium Ghost Travel Company, aka PGT, named Number 303, as he spends his time visiting those sleeping stars in an attempt to preserve the memories and culture their peoples have left behind. Would you care to join Number 303 on a journey into the quiet night? And then on Manga Dex, the next line is just TLDR, story, nah, atmosphere, yeah. And it's so good. It's a beautiful little story. It's very simple, and you just kind of like go in and you vibe with it. Absolutely cinema. I love it so much. And I saw on manga, like, this cover obviously is very red, and I see on Manga Dex they have the cover of Volume 4, which is very, like, it's blue. In all cases, like, I say very red, but, like, red is the standout color, where everything is blue. But, like, I can see Volume 4 is, like, everything is blue, but then yellow is the standout color, and I like that. That's a really neat little, style of... Here, can I zoom in on this real quick? Like, look at this. Look at this, right? And then Volume 4 apparently looks like this, and it's like, ooh, right? Like, it's a different little color that's being splashed there. It's beautiful. Very, very neat. Very, very good series so far. So I'm very happy that I had that, like, thing where it's like, Ace, you gotta find something new that you've never seen before. Just to like, do something different, right? Who's this artist? I don't know. Sakatsuki Sakana. Thank you, Kiwi. Satsuki Fisher, you're on Twitter. Does it say it on here? Yeah, it does, yeah. Satsuki Sakana. Yes. For sure it sounds like a Family Guy bit when you say novelty pin. It's not incorrect, though. Like, I definitely did, like, cut out... Because that's the thing. When you take it as just the story, yeah, you can get really reductive with it. So that's why I'm saying you gotta go read it yourself. Because it like, a lot of it are just very nice shots of, like, the character designs, like look at that. They're very simple. But you can see, like, look at the boy, look at Number 303, and then look at the background. And it's that, like, the character designs are simple, but, like, so much of the world is drawn really well. And there's so many beautiful shots of just space, of, like, nothingness. Like one of the very first shots in this manga, I say shots like it's technically that's not incorrect, but it's technically shots is more for animation or for, like, moving stuff, not for manga. But, like, the first two, like, panels, there we go, of the manga are just like a small tree in a black void, and then like the little PGT vehicle in the void of space, and it's just like, yeah, space is awesome. God, they're so good. Thank you, Mortis. I've never watched Haibane Rinmei. I've only watched Sora no Oto, which, a joke on the internet, at least among Sora no Oto fans, is that Sora no Oto is Haibane Rinmei done right, which I think is just done as, to use the British term, taking the piss. Because I'm pretty sure they're not that inherently similar, but they have probably similar vibes. Again, don't know for a fact though, because I've never actually watched Haibane Rinmei. Sora no Oto, The Sound of the Sky. Obviously a very, I think the actual, I think everything about it might be fairly different, but I assume that the similarity is that they're both laid back, I guess? I don't know. Yes, technically it's Sora no Oto with a W. Technically it's this, but you don't pronounce the W. Technically, it's oh, there we go. Hold on, how do I, there we go, do that, and then technically it's that, but that's a whole other thing. It's very good. It's one of my 2 favorite anime of all time, easily. If you've not checked out Sora no Oto, I would highly recommend that. Like it's about, to do a little tangent within my not really a tangent, but to go on a tangent real quick. Sora no Oto is a very beautiful anime. It's my 2nd favorite of all time, and it's about in the post-apocalypse, basically. Like the vibes of like Fallout New Vegas, right? Where something has happened to shake up the world a long time ago, but it's been far enough along that you see remnants of society being reformed. In this case, it's you're following a bugler in the army, Sorami Kanata, and she's like, I just joined the army. I'm a bugler in the army because when I was young, I was really scared from the war happening. But this bugler came by and she played a little tune. And it was the most beautiful thing ever. And so I joined the army. And then all the old guys who are on the train with her go, ha ha ha. What a funny story, kid. The draft was over. I don't know why you joined this thing, but hey, good on you. Have some chocolates. And then she gets sent off to this bastion in a very idyllic town based on a real town in Spain, whose name I do not remember. And it's her and like 4 other army girls, and their job there is to be the maidens of sound, who just like keep the peace and like do like these little traditions in this little town. And then the story kind of unfurls from there. It's very, very good. Have you played the PSP game? For Sora no Oto, I have not. I only know some vagueness about it. It's been a hot second. I normally like tap in once a year to rewatch it, and then I'll like go on the deep dive from there, but I was not able to tap in this year. But I know of it. Don't they add like a 6th character? Or I guess a 7th character. Because in Sora no Oto, you have the 5 main characters of your 5 Bastion Maidens, or whatever you want to call them. I don't know if there's a specific name. Then you have the... Technically, I guess you have more than that. But you have the 5 main Bastion Maidens, and then you have the girl from Helvetica. Helvetia, I want to say. That comes in. And then you have like a few people from the town. Like, I forgot if they added like another character entirely, or if they just made the Helvetian girl like the 6th member of it. Either way, I have not. Can't read that at all, but my brain's seeing those dots rather than as friends. The Sora no Otomo with the dots, I get that. Really, if you think about it, it is like Japanese friends, except not at all. Oh, Kiwi. I just now looked at the Discord. What is this? Happy New Year 2026. Have a good midnight. That's adorable. So should we look at this? This is what it's all about, Source Crew. This is what it's all about. Good midnight. Yeah. just I don't know what it is. I think it might be the space theming. It's the scarf. It's the vibes. It's the space theming. It's the desolate loneliness that really lets you just sit in with two characters as your usually one character is your focus, and 303 is just your story vessel in a way. But it's really good. Would highly recommend if you want just something purely vibe based. And also, I was really hoping it was gonna be like really niche, and I was gonna be like, no one's heard of this before ever. But obviously, it's in a American retailer store. It's just untranslated there. I don't think I've ever seen this in. Maybe I should look. I don't know if it's in like. Is there a licensed version of this? I know I just found it on Manga Dex, but I don't know if that's like licensed. Usually it's not licensed explicitly, but go find this at where good books near you are sold. Foodins. We mean a stream game with the English patch and all? Do you think so? I don't know if it would be. I've never thought about that. I usually don't dip into mobile game. Not mobile games sounds weird because that's a very different thing. I don't dip into like portable like DS games, emulator games generally speaking. I haven't dipped into in like a hot minute just because I don't know why. I don't know why specifically. It's just something about them. It's not really like hard to deal with an emulator. I say that, but I played one of the better games of last year was the Halloween game we played. Otagiriso, right? That was a emulator game, I guess. Yeah. Watched HR this weekend and it felt a lot like an anime you would vibe. I think it would be, Gabriel. I should tap into it at some point because it has been on my radar because it is usually is talked about in the same breath as Sora no Oto a lot. So I don't doubt it. Thank you for the recommendation. I hope you enjoyed it. Like how mundane it feels with the vending machine. Yes, it's this mundanity, right? There's a perfect coalition of this great sci-fi world. You can see it on the cover. Pull the cover again. I'm gonna zoom in on the cover too when I take this screen cap. This is the cover of the one that I have, right? Here, I'll even give you Kikuri. Like, look at the mundanity of just you got the boy with the scarf, and it's not mundanity, but like it's this entire high-tech suite he's in, right? You see like there's an arm holding like a cup. He's eating the dish. There's like all these panels with these little like there's like a planet on there. There's some rings. You see charts and graphs in the back, and like there's this shelf which is spherical with these plants. There's a phone, and like in the background you just see this one tree with this desolate nothingness of space. And like even though there's so much stuff in here, there's a profound sense of isolation in a way, because it is just one boy in this technological world, and outside, like, it's not a bustling live outside, it's the emptiness, vast void of space with one tree. And I'm assuming actually under the tree but above the line, that's just the horizon, right? For a second I thought that was gonna be like a shade or something, but I think it's just the horizon. That just shows even more that it's just like it's a desolate nothingness out there, and I love that. Or like the New Year's card with the vending machine, where it's like there's the one vending machine. It's very mundane, and they're just sitting there drinking coffee. But like beyond that, you just see in the background there's nothing, and it's such a vibe. Not to overuse that word, but that's the only way I can think about it. Also, thank you, Blamey. And then what else did I get? The other ones I got were... No, don't delete that. Delete that. And picture of the entire thing again. Boop. There we go. And the only other ones I got were... After I got all four of those, after I got the Bungo Stray Dogs manga, the Bocchi the Rock manga, Operators, and then PGT, then I found the art book section. And so... I was like, well, I already have 4 manga, and I don't want to get too much more. So then I bought 2 art books as well. I was looking through a lot of different things. I didn't know what I wanted. I saw a there wasn't a Frieren art book, because I didn't get anything Frieren related, but I knew they had like their Frieren manga there. And I kind of wanted to get something Frieren related. But the only like art book stuff I saw wasn't art books, it was episode guides, I think is what they're called, right? Where it was like very thin books with like, I think high-res screenshots of the episodes with maybe some like dev commentary or what have you. And that didn't really seem that interesting to me. Like maybe on the dev commentary side, if that is what that was, I just like looked at the back and it was just screenshots of the episodes. And I was just like, that's not really that appealing to me. And especially because like it'd be like 2 episodes in a book, and it was like 1 for the entirety of the season. I might have bought that, but it was like, that's far too much. So then I kept looking around and I found Harukawa Sango, the Bungo Stray Dogs illustrator. It's an art. I assume this is again, everything that's not PGT is still in the plastic. But it's an art. You guys wanna open this together? Oh, it's got a little tape. The other one didn't have tape. Okay, hold on. I don't like that tape. How do I... There we go, there we go. I don't want the tape residue to get on this book. Wait, how do I... There we go, there we go. Ha 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 ha! Cool. That's nice. Ooh. Yo! This is sick. The very first, like, illustrated page is just a page of the entirety of the Armed Detective Agency. No, I lied. It's not a full spread illustration. The first one, it's... Are these, like, the covers of the manga? If so, that's... Oh, these are great. No, each of these, it's every single of the first pages is just a full illustration per page of what feels like the covers of the manga. It has to be, it has to be. Which is just like shots of the Armed Detective Agency together. Oh my god! This is amazing. Oh, that's good. I love that. I'm gonna look through that. Probably since I opened that, I'm gonna look through that tonight then. And the other one was Shimada Humikane Artworks. Shimada Humikane is the illustrator for Strike Witches, and is typically considered the man responsible for the Mecha Musume art style, trend, theme, what have you. I like his stuff a lot. I'm a big Strike Witches fan. I have at least one of his other art books, The World Witches 2020. And so I saw this one, I was like, I like this guy. So I bought this one. I think this is mostly a lot of Luminous Witches stuff, which I didn't even finish that season, unfortunately, which I should at some point, because I like Joe a lot in that show. But that's cool. So I'm gonna check this out later too. Aha. Put that bad boy back down. So those are the books I bought. Those are the, excuse me, air quotes, books I bought. Haha. Please go read Planetarium Ghost Travel. I need you all to experience this with me, because it's the best thing I've read. That's a lie. Well, it's the best thing I read all year. That's not a lie, but that's also because I don't read a lot. I also looked up at some point later on, because I wanted to look at this book a little bit more, but I didn't want to, like, obviously there's nothing to spoil necessarily, but like, I didn't want to like have my opinions tainted, I guess is the best way to put it, in reference to PGT. But I did look up that the author of this was heavily inspired by Yokohama Kaidashi Kiko, which makes so much sense. YKK is, of course, another very, very good Yashike series, which I also have not finished. But I've read like at least 3 volumes of that, and it's all just about it's just the vibes. I'm done describing this, so I'm gonna try to not use the word vibes at all the rest of the night. Thank you. Shimaname Tasogare. I have no idea what that is, so I'm gonna say no. It was cool. Never really knew what to expect, but I can definitely say it made me feel something. Nice. For HR. Nice. Putting the yoke in Iyashike. What's yoke mean? Like yoke nakoto? I feel like I should know what yoke means, but my brain's not working right now. The superfluous, the spare, the unnecessary, the unwanted, the uninvited. I think I Wakaru. Ace vibes channel, Ace win vibes here. Where are my notes at, by the way? There they are. Okay, so that was only the bookstore, by the way. Back to the main part of this was Mitsumo Marketplace is an amazing place, and if you have one near you, go to it for me. You don't have to do it for yourself, but do it for me. Think about me and how I don't have one near me. So there was an entire bookstore, which also had stationery. If you're into stationery, it had a lot of it also had some Gundam kits or similar building kits, right? So if you're into that as well, very cool. The bookstore again was called Kinokuniya, as evidenced by the stickers on the back of these things. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Absolutely loved it. But then you walk out of that and you're back into the main bit of the Mitsumo Marketplace. Or market? Is it market or marketplace? Doesn't matter. And it's just a Japanese grocery store. like with we didn't fully explore that because we mostly just went to the alcohol section for basically everyone else. Though I did buy a single lemon shuhai. Because I wanted to because I have minus 196s. You can get minus 196s in the stores in the US, which are the Americanized version of Strong Zero, which is a vodka seltzer. And a Strong Zero, the funny Japanese drink that you might see in your anime and in your manga and in your pics of illustrations nowadays. That is the true Strong Zero is not a vodka seltzer. It is a chuhai, which is a the chu is for shochu highball. Basically, it's more like alcohol infused juice, whereas a vodka seltzer is awful. I don't know why they're so popular. Like your White Claws, your I guess minus 186s. I don't know what other vodka seltzers there are, but they all just taste like danger water, basically. And I think that's the idea, is that a vodka seltzer is like you can just drink a lot of it. It's like a hipster version of beer. If you like vodka seltzers, I'm sorry. But I can say that they're fine. So I wanted to try like an actual like shochu, an actual like a highball, a lemon highball, which is stronger, which is closer to what Strong Zero would be. I bought one. I had it like a day or two later, and it's pretty good. It's so much better. But that's all I got from that. But there was also a bakery, which was the fun part. So I was able to get melon pan. I was able to get melon pan and anpan. So I've had those for the first time in my life, and it was good. For those that don't know, melon pan is basically just sugar bread, effectively. It's a sweet bread with typically a filling inside. I got raisin and I got chocolate because those were the only two flavors they had, or at least the only two flavors that stuck out as me as like being relatively like standardish. I like them both. They were really good. I think I like the raisin one more just because it felt like healthier, I guess, as opposed to the chocolate one where it's like this is fully purely sweet, which in fairness it is a dessert bread, but like the raisins made me feel like I was being a little bit healthy. But they were both really, really nice. Let me see if I can to illustrate my point. Yeah. Oh, those are cookies. That doesn't count. Yeah. Basically, it was this. So if you don't know what melon pan is, you might have seen this in your animes before. What I didn't know was I think most, if not every one of these typically will have a filling in them, which again was raisin or chocolate in my case. The chocolate one also had a little chocolate like drizzle on it as well, which is very, very nice. Shimano Tasagari is a really cool queer manga. Kinokuniya is a somewhat big chain out here. but been dwindling down because it got this reputation of being an expensive foreign bookstore. Really? Huh. I wonder if that makes sense then, I guess. Yeah, it's a global chain, and then like in the US, or at least where I know it in the US, maybe it's in like different spots in the US outside of this, but maybe it's also just partnered with Mitsuo Marketplace as like we can collaborate, and it's either like a strip mall or like a mall in general where it's like we're gonna have a lot of similar stores at the same place. Chocolate one was yummy. It was really nice. It was, I had the raisin one for breakfast one morning, and I had the chocolate one for what was effectively a holdover between lunch and dinner. It was very sweet. I'm glad I had it then. The chocolate one would not have been a good breakfast. The raisin one was a better breakfast because, again, it felt a little bit healthier. Where if I had the chocolate one for breakfast, I'd be like, I'm having sweets for breakfast. Without any milk. Which I actually don't know if the milk would have been good or not. Probably would have been fine. And the other one was Anpan, which if you don't know what Anpan was, which I had never had that before, I don't think. I've had red bean paste before in other contexts, but I don't know if I've ever had Anpan itself before. Anpan is, of course, just bread with a red bean paste inside, so right there. Huh. Which, this was what I had, the melon pan was, like, the following days, but I had this the day of, so it was really soft. It was soft. It wasn't warm, but it was extremely soft, and it was. Ooh. There's always the conversation of like, if you could only have one thing, one starch, I guess starch, the rest of your life would be bread or rice, and rice is the smart answer. I think rice is objectively the smarter answer, but like, have you had good bread? You get sandwiches, you get burgers, and you get like this, like See, that's the thing. So that's why I was like, starch is not the right word. I guess grain is probably the closer word, because it's specifically between like bread and rice is what's usually said. Because otherwise, yeah, potatoes a pretty heavy hitter there. You're American. Are you supposed to eat sweets for breakfast? Okay, if we're gonna be honest, Mayu, don't call me out like that, because I definitely did eat sweets for breakfast for a large majority of my life. Up until I was, like, in my mid to late 20s, I was a big Hostess / Little Debbie enjoyer. When I was in flight school, how I got through flight school when I like was out of the dorms and living on my own in an apartment in flight school, every day I had 3 big air quotes meals a day, and it was in the morning I have a Little Debbie snack cake and some milk. Around like 1 or 2 o'clock I have lunch, whatever I felt like that day, usually pasta or something, and then like at like 9 o'clock at night, another Little Debbie snack cake and some milk for like 2 to 3 years during the last half of flight school. And I survived. I'm here. I'm alive. It's all about pacing yourself. And also about like getting some good exercise, because obviously walking around on a giant flight school campus is really nice for you. But like I could not do that nowadays. Good lord, it was so. Looking back on it, it's kind of disgustingly sweet. But I won't lie, there are some times when it's like, I kind of want that. Like it's like late at night, it's like I kind of want a little snack. I kind of want to go back on I don't know, go back on like childhood nostalgia and like get a Little Debbie snack cake and some milk just to feel something again, right? The hitter, by the way, is I'm a Cosmic Brownie fan. Out of all the Little Debbie snacks, Cosmic Brownie I think is the heavy hitter, and specifically the holiday ones. Cosmic Brownies are typically a square. They're like a rectangle with 2 squares put together, which are chocolate with like a chocolate icing and then like the little like cosmic chocolate chips. Here. Yeah, there we go. Like, this is your standard cosmic brownie. I was eating 2 of those a day for 2 to 3 years, more or less. Obviously, also these are like homemade ones, as I can tell, because this cut is very high quality. Whereas, hold on, I want a worse image, aka a more representative image. No, this is also a recipe, but this looks closer, where it's like a little bit more molded. But like, this is fine. This will get you through stuff, but like, the seasonal cosmic brownies? Hold on, where's the good one? Where's the good one? The Christmas tree ones are fine. Where's the heavy hit? Where's the Easter egg cosmic brownie? This is my true American coming out. These things? Insanely good. Good for you? No. Good for the soul? Arguable. But damn, they're sweet. The only bad thing about this, it says, I cut off the crop, but it says contains 6 brownies. That's a lie. I don't know when this image was taken. Because in my experience, typically, a normal box of cosmic brownies contains 6 brownies. Whereas, usually the seasonal ones only contain 5 brownies. I don't know who up at Big Little Debbie. Big Little Debbie. I don't know who up at Big Little Debbie made that decision, and I don't know if they've changed it since then, but like, it's messed up. I know this one says 6, but like, I'm saying when I was in flight school, it was only 5 for the standard. It was only 5 for your seasonal ones and 6 for the standard ones. I don't know when they changed that. Or I don't know if this is like a non-American version. That wouldn't make sense to me, but... But no, Melon Pan, Onpon, very good. Would recommend. What'd you get? You got the service group. Nice job. What else did I get there? I got the shochu, so I had that, which was pretty good. I would recommend that over the vodka seltzer any day of the week. We went to the bakery. There were some gacha machines. I didn't pull on the gacha, like the actual gacha pawn machines, right? That pull out the little like, the capsule basically. I didn't do that. A friend of mine did one of the Sanrio ones though, and he got the pumpkin. Is that what it? He got the dog. Sanrio dog. Pom-pomperine. They got a little pom-pomperine. I think that's all we did at the Mitsuo Marketplace, but that place was amazing. I would recommend it. I'm definitely going back next time I'm in Chicago, or anywhere where there's one. If I somehow end up in New Jersey, God rest my soul, there is one there, I will find it. Brownies are already incredibly sweet. Why would you add to them? The American, the country of the United States of America, Aeon, is a nation of excess, and that definitely goes to our brownies as well. This country is built on extravagance and excess. So put more sugar on my brownies, dang it. Real question is, why are your brownies incredibly sweet? Wait, why wouldn't the brownies be incredibly sweet? Or at least like somewhat sweet? That seems like an insane statement to me. Hold on. Having a Gabriel, thank you for popping in. To me, like, a brownie should be sweet. Like, if you said cookie, it depends on the cookie you're talking about, right? But like, brownie as a whole, they're chocolate. Chocolate should be sweet, right? Question mark? I've never succumbed to gacha, Aeon. I play gacha games, but I don't succumb to gacha. I feel like that's a fairly known fact. They're chocolate, not sweet. It's true. That is true. I am unfortunately born and raised American, so I don't know what good food tastes like. I have nothing but high processed foods in my stomach at all times. Which is why I need a Mitsuo Marketplace, so that I can go get... I wish I picked up... they also had onigiri, and like a bunch of other like bento-esque, like konbini foods. And I didn't pick any up because I was like, I was already carrying like 6 books around, three things of bread, and a shochu, and I was like, really shouldn't get any more than this. Man. I don't think the chocolate should be sweet. Only a little sweet. I gotta try your chocolate. I'm trying to think. Have I had other nations' chocolates before? I think when I was in flight school, my Japanese teacher gave me like a thing of chocolates one time, but I don't know how they tasted. When it comes to other nations' sweets, the only thing I can think about off the top of my head that I've had was salmiakki, which is very distinctly not sweet because that's Finnish salty licorice. So my taste in other nations' chocolates or sweets in general is a little skewed. My bad. Let's see, what do my notes say? So Mitsuwa, really cool place. I bought a lot of books. There's also a spot for like pop-up shops, which are more of a thing in Japan and probably in like larger cities like on the West Coast or the East Coast. But I thought that was really cool. If you don't know what a pop-up shop is, it's the idea of like, and I can see this being like a much bigger thing in Japan or some place where you have a higher population density, where it's like, oh, we're gonna do a pop-up shop for like a week or like a month for like this one game or this anime or what have you. Something that it doesn't make sense to have a store for an entire year or something, but just like we can set this up for like a week or a month and sell some goods out of a physical location. And there was a space for that at the Mitsuwa in Chicago. And when I was up there, it was for Digimon, which I'm unfortunately not that huge of a Digimon person, so I didn't get much out of it, but it was neat that they had just a spot that you could like do a pop-up shop at. Very jealous. They had Japanese food. They had onpon and melon bread, which I had both of. And then after that, I crashed hard on that first night. I got back. I read my first chapter of Planetarium Ghost Travel, and I like slept at like 11:30, which I'm normally like awake and streaming into like midnight a lot of the time, so that was like a crash, and I didn't wake up until like 10. It had been a long day. But then after that, like what, Friday, Saturday, just a lot of like playing casuals, spectated a few games, went and cheered on my locals when I could, went and watched Melty Top 8 in person, which was really cool. Good job, Scrot. Unfortunately, Scrot plays Coma, so everyone hates Coma, which is incorrect. I think Scrot's a really good player, and people see Scrot and be like, man, Coma's so messed up, and it's like, okay, he might be a little messed up, but also I think Scrot's just really cracked. And like, excuse me, there were 2 Alcos and 2 Powered CLs in top 8, but only 1 Coma. I think Powered CL is the problem here. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. But it was really, really cool. It was super fun. And also, what else did I watch? I watched Exerd. Exerd was on Saturday. I don't know if you checked out the if you guys like tap into fighting games, if you tapped into like Frosty Faustings at all. But I watched Exerd top 8 as well, because I like Exerd. I was able to catch all of it, but the main thing I remember watching was Solstice is insane. Solstice is a player whose name I remember from when I was much more into Exerd, but I hadn't like I have not been tapped into the scene that much recently. But when I went there, Solstice was playing Ramlethal, which if you know Ramlethal from Strive, she has the 2 swords and she throws them at you, and she's called a shooting character, because she shoots the swords at you. But in Exerd, if you've never played Exerd but you know Strive, she doesn't shoot the swords at you. She places them on the screen as like fixed points, and then from those fixed points they will like swing at you, which is very weird. And also she has Tekken strings where like all her punches and kicks come in like 3-hit combos of like punch punch kick, punch kick punch, punch kick kick, kick punch punch. Like she has these weird strings with it, so she's a very weird and very interesting character. And Solstice was insane. It was such a cool top 8. I have not seen a Ramlethal play like that. I think ever in my life. It was so technically competent, and it looks so clean. The way that they were just placing these swords on the map, getting them into these strings of like these punch kick strings of like 3 at a time, 3 at a time, 3 at a time, carrying them 2 swords that would then juggle them up in the air. And then once they were in pressure, like Ramval destroys people because her pressure is so insanely good with her sword sets. It was insane. Solstice played out of their damn mind, dude. It was so cool to watch. Or the Uma tournament? That's also true, yes. I did not play in it. I didn't hear about it until like I was there at the event. But a friend of mine had apparently played into it, and he explained the idea of it, where it's so you come in with 3 Uma. I don't know if like you could pick more than 3, but in bracket, right, you're running 3 at a time like you would in a CM. And I guess for the first round they did just 1v1, 3 Umas versus 3 Umas. But then after that, everything else was like 1v1v1, just like a true CM. Is a true CM like that? Yes, yeah. Like a true CM, it's like 3 and 3 and 3. And apparently, whoever got first place got it because they were like the only one that brought debuffers. Which, if you played in a CM, you know that like debuffers are like, it doesn't matter as long as you get first place. It doesn't matter what the other 2 get. So the goal with that is to run 1 good horse, 1 good Uma, and then the other 2 are just like trying to debuff the other team so that your 1 good one is the one that wins. And apparently whoever got first place was like the only guy who did that strat, and so he won. It's very cool. I assume it was a free bracket. I assume it was a Vortex Gallery thing. It's cool. Speaking of funny games, my girl Kunimitsu finally got announced for Tekken 8. Nice! I saw the, it's Kunimitsu, it's Roger Jr., and there's one other person, but I don't play Tekken. I just remember seeing that announcement somewhere. And I remember it mostly because I saw Roger Jr. and I was like, oh yeah, it's the kangaroo. Love seeing Ram's gut crushes. It always kills. It's true. That which happened at one point. There was I did not play Vast Edge Wisteria. Which one was Vast Edge? Was that the Pachinko machine? Patchy Select, yes, it was. So no, I did not play Pachinko Vast. I did not play the Guilty Gear Pachinko game Wisteria. I knew that sounded familiar. I was like, is it? It was. No, the Ram gut crushes, which Jolsis did at least one time, is it's so disgusting. If you don't know what that is, in Guilty Gear Xrd and in Plus R as well, I don't think it's as big of a thing in Strive because Strive damage is a lot more explosive, and I don't. Theoretically, it still is a thing, but I think Strive damage is so explosive you don't see it as commonly. But again, I haven't dived into the competitive stuff as much. But in Plus R and in Xrd, the idea is that when your character gets to lower health, they get more defense, so it's harder to deal damage to them. And also, at the end of a long combo, your hits do less and less damage, typically bottoming out at 1 damage per hit. And so a Guts Crush is just like, instead of doing big hits for big damage, it's just like doing as many hits as you can. Chip is another character that has very fun Guts Crushes because Chip has 3 jumps, and so his Guts Crushes consist of him at the very end just going like punch, 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 like getting up in the air because his combos will typically like get you airborne, and then he'll just do as many JPs as possible. He'll go punch, 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 and then he'll throw out a super which has like 8 to 16 like what are the ninja daggers called? Kunai. He throws like 16 kunai, which typically will spread it in a fan pattern, but if he does it right on top of you, all 16 just like hit you at once. And so that'll be like 16 different hits of damage. Ramlethal, the way she does it is, she'll get you in the corner, she'll wall splat you with her 5D typically, and then she'll put down a sword super, which she has 2 of them, right? She has the laser beam, which is the same as in Strive. And I don't think she has this in Strive. Someone who knows more can correct me if I'm wrong. But she has another one, which is Spinning Sword, where both the swords connect end to end, like hilt to hilt, and they start spinning. And so you'll get wall splatted. She'll do the spinning sword, which will then like spin around and hit you a bunch of times. And while that's happening, she has control of herself because the swords are just working on their own. And she'll just run up and just 5p you. So she'll just punch you in between the hits of the sword. So it's just the swords just you're in a literal blender. The swords are running like a blender, like blade would, and she's just going, just punching you the entire time. Very funny looking, because it's like a little backhand like cat smack the way she's doing it. Because that's her 4p. Because if she does 5p, excuse me, yeah, it's not 5p, it's 4p. Because if she does 5p, she'll go into a Tekken string. So she holds back while she's doing it, so it's 4p. So it's just a really repeatable like punching motion she does. It's great. My spare parts. Treat him well, Kiwi. Treat him well. It's gonna be bread example, but in America your bread is so sweet. I know. Mayu, I was thinking about that in the drive up to like this Zatsu, right? And like the time coming up to the Zatsu. I was thinking about that where I was like, man, I really like melon bread. And then I was thinking about like how sweet American bread was. Cause I was like, man, I really like bread. But then I was like, I don't like American bread. I wasn't hitting spare parts, I would never. That was spare parts doing biscuits on me, clearly. But no, there's an entire, like, because I was thinking about melon bread, and I was thinking about how good that was. But, not that. Don't make biscuits on my forehead with a wrench. But yes, it was that, because I was like, melon bread is really good, and it is more of a dessert bread, but in general, like, I always think about American bread, specifically, like, which I agree with Asmo, like, American has non-sweet bread, and Europe has sweet bread as well, but, like, specifically the go-to is, your common off-the-shelf bread in America, at least to me, is, like, you get, like, Wonder Bread, or, like, Bunny Bread, or one of those, like standard sandwich breads that are fairly square-shaped. They're pre-cut, they're really thin, they're very weak, I hate them, and they're very, very sweet. And I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why, like, Wonder Bread and Bunny Bread are like that's the white bread. It's like, no, that's awful. I am the standard sandwich white bread denier. That is awful. It's pathetic, it's floppy, it's too sweet. Messed up. Hold on. Like, you get like a, where is it? Yeah. No. This is bad. Look how thin that is. That can barely hold a sandwich. Like, unless you're double or triple stacking that one, like a Scooby-Doo thing. Like, no. And like, if you were to pick it up by an end, if you pick it up by a corner, it would just flop around. It's weak. It ain't got no structure. It ain't got no integrity in it. Too sweet, it's too floppy, it's awful. Now, what the real stuff you want to get is, you got to get yourself, like, if you like white bread, but you don't want white bread, you got to get yourself Italian bread. That's the secret. This bad boy right here. Look at this. Now this is a bread. You get yourself the Pepperidge Farms or a similar brand. It's definitely not as sweet. It's not sweet at all, as it should be, because it's bread. It's not a dessert thing. It's structurally more sound. I can go and pick up a piece by the edge, and it will give just a little bit, just enough. It's not gonna be flopping around. I can make a sandwich, and it's not gonna be like I'm holding a pool noodle, right? Like, yeah, this stuff right here is the hitter. Or I do agree with that, Vortis. Or go to the actual like bakery and like get actual bakery cut bread. That's also really good. I'm lazy, so I just get the stuff. I do get like deli meats though. right? Because deli meats are something I think is pretty good. Some people might call it bougie. I think it's fine, because that's just how I was raised. Ooh, I should do that next time actually though. Getting the bakery bread instead of getting just this. Oh, treat myself, right? Only get like Italian or French bread. Yes. See, aha. Assuming you mean like this one. Yeah, that's what you want. Ha ha ha. Yo! What's up, Ace Cygnus? Welcome in. Ace Windfall. Fighting Pilot Extraordinary at your service. Hi, guys. What is up? What is up? How was your Hello Kitty Island Adventure stream? Nice! Welcome in. I just got back from Chicago. I was at a fighting game tournament called Frosty Faustings. So I'm just giving the service crew here a little rundown on my adventures that I went on. Talking about bread. Talking about some fantastic place called Meatsville Marketplace, which is only in Chicago, New Jersey, and like on the West Coast. And it's really messed up because I bought a lot of like books, parentheses manga from it. It's messed up. It was fantastic though, and I hope your Hello Kitty adventure stream was really good. Welcome in. What's up, Ace? Welcome in. Hi. Pleasure to meet you. How was it, by the way, your Hello Kitty Island adventure? Do you get to play, anyone who knows the game, can you just play as any Sanrio character in it, or do you have to like play as like a specific one? If so, do you get to play as Cinnamoroll? 2 more, we have a deck of cards. I can find 2 more aces, don't worry. You make your own character. Oh, right, you make your own character, then you get to hang out with the other Sanrio characters. Right, okay. That's sick, nice. You play your own character, nice. Did you get to meet Cinnamoroll then, more specifically? Yes, yes, haha. So if you're one day, like 7 years in the future, we should play Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I say 7 years in the future, not just because I think I'm realistic with my expectations right now. We got so many other games we need to get through. I'm so happy, by the way, that I'm finally back from it, because like, as much as I enjoyed my weekend, as much as I truthfully just enjoyed it, like going to Chicago, being at Frosty Faustings, just hanging with my locals in a new environment, going to all these new places, going to Meatsville Marketplace, going to round 1, which I will talk about in a second. And like it's fun because you're just away from your computer for like 3 to 4 days, and it's just you're just living in the moment, man, right? But like at the same time, I really want to play Virtual Cyrus Reward. I really want to know if that woman is June, right? I want to know if that woman is June. I want to know if Zero is Snake or if it's Sigma. I want to like there are so many more things that we need to do in that game, and like I'm so glad I'm back because I so want to get back into that. Like it's insane. That game is driving me crazy in the best ways possible anytime I think about it, and like. Pretty good overall. I was streaming to get a bunch of stuff working like normal. I just switched from Windows to Linux. Oh, that feels like it's really rough. Overall, it's probably a really good thing. Assuming you can get everything you need on Linux. I've heard a lot of people switching from Windows to Linux, which I won't lie. I've also thought about it a lot, but I don't know how much of my stuff that I like to use on the regular, including just games, right, works on Linux, but luckily, I'm still using a down patch version of Windows 10. I'm using what's called Windows 10, whatever the version they use on like ATMs is, right? Windows 10 Enterprise or something, or LT or whatever that is. So it's very stripped down. If I were ever like to choose between Windows 11 or Linux, I might be right there with you. Yes, I think it's LDTS. That sounds correct. Yeah. I really like it. It's a very stripped down experience. It's so much nicer. Thank you, by the way, Wordis. Water. Been fun and interesting. There's still more work to do, but it'll be fun. Nice. Living the most the best when you can. It's so nice. It was just not having the computer was like I like my computer a lot. I like it a lot. I probably like it far too much. It is probably not healthy for me at all, which is why it's really fun to go on like a vacation away from the computer and just not have to like look at the screen at all. Obviously, I did look at my phone a lot, but like just it's a different. It's just nice in a way that you can't fully describe. It's just different. It can like reset yourself, which I think low-key it kind of did, because I think I fixed my sleep schedule a little bit, which is great. My sleep schedule, by the way, is not like terribly bad, but it was like going to bed like at midnight instead of like at 2 or what have you is so much nicer. Going for Steam Machine to make Linux more mainstream. That is true. That the Steam Deck being a Linux-based operating system probably has pushed it a lot more, and so a lot more people are looking into it. Since yeah, if it can run on Steam Deck, it can run on Linux, which yeah, game-wise that's really good. So it'd only be like bits of software now that have to be like workable in Linux, which I feel like a lot of your more popular software would already be in there. Then we can all go to Linux and be happier. It would be so much nicer. It'd be so much nicer. Used to use Windows 10 LTS. Accidentally updated out of it. Yeah. I don't think... I'm now really scared now that you said that. I think I'm good. I feel like at some point I went and turned off, not all updates, but I turned off like the ability to update to Windows 11, I think. I don't know. I have a backup on a flash drive, not on this one, I think. On a flash drive somewhere, if need be. The importance of this conversation right now, Search Crew, is to back up your important stuff, right? Get yourself go to like a computer store, buy a like a 2 terabyte. Oh, this is not the backup one. The backup one's like over there. Go buy like a 2 terabyte hard drive and just back up like your important stuff, just in case you ever get updated to a jank version of Windows or something. That way you can then just down boot or downgrade, down patch, or switch to Linux and then just slap that in and then just transfer all your stuff over. Easy peasy. I think the main issue right now is that anti-cheats don't work on Linux, or at least from what I've heard. I don't know. Good. I don't know how else to put that. I know that some anti-cheats are probably important, but anti-cheats, I guess it's more DRM than anti-cheats specifically, but like they have been a plague for a lot of games. Thank you, Denuvo. I know I have a friend who's really into Monster Hunter, and Monster Hunter Wilds is just awful on PC, and Monster Hunter World was also fairly bad on PC for a long time, and a big part of that is just because of the way that it's ported and also the fact that it has like Denuvo and everything in it, and I just wish we could not have those. And I understand why some people put them in there. I get the importance of it, but like at the same time, ooh. It's a whole thing. Do not switch to Vencore. I don't even know what that is, so I'm done. Easy. I don't listen to anyone, Ace. World is so amazing in comparison to Wilds, both in performance and the game itself. It's true. It's because it's had a lot of the performance thing is just because like this is true because again, I have a friend that's really into Monster Hunter and also specifically into Monster Hunter modding, right? And I remember the day they got rid of Denuvo from World, because Denuvo was in World when it first released, and they removed it from World when World was like, when like, what was between World and Wilds? There was like the game with the dogs, right? And around the time the game with the dogs came out, they stopped like caring about World as much, and they got rid of Denuvo from World. I don't know if like you have to like up like every year you have to pay for Denuvo or something like that, and they were probably like, we don't want to pay for Denuvo anymore, we'll just take it out of World. And when they did that, I remember my friend was like, we got like 60 frames back. Like the performance is so much better Because Denuvo was like taking up so much processes by checking like every second or something insane like that. I'm not a game designer. I don't know how this fully works, but I know when they got rid of Denuvo, the performance issues went insanely better. And like Wilds, I think they're all just waiting for the day that Wilds also, they don't have to worry about that anymore, and they just cut Denuvo or anything, like any third-party stuff from it, and it will get better. But at the same time, a lot of Wilds has, like, it's not just that, but Wilds also has some really poorly optimized models as well. Like there are a lot of there's a lot of like stationary rock formations that just have way too many pixels and polygons specifically, not pixels, way too many polygons on it for something that's just a set piece, right? It's a mess. Also, what's up, Daya? What's up, Raiders? Welcome in. Ace Windfall, Fighting Pilot Extraordinaire, at your service. I just got back from the Windy City, Daya. That's Chicago for the uninitiated. I'm letting my service crew know about the trip I took up there. I went to a little fighting game tournament called Frosty Faustings. I went to a lot of really cool places like Mitsuo Marketplace, Round 1, which is a joy and a half. And right now we're talking about Denuvo anti-cheat. Daya, I hope your stream was good. Welcome in, everyone. How was your RV there yet stream? Nice. What's up, Teal? Welcome in. What's up, Queen Leo? Welcome in. Hi, hi. That one blue Smurf Gia. Welcome in. Hi, hi. And Daya. Hi. Welcome in. Hope your stuff is good. Did you there yet? Did you make it there in your RV? Did you there yet? Gym mates. That's right. I don't know, Daya, I don't know if that's a newer term, because I was trying to think if you had that term before your re-debut, but I know you've been using that a lot, so congratulations. Yeah, by the way, yeah, congratulations, Daya. I don't know if I've been able to say that vocally yet, but congratulations, man, on your re-debut, or your update, technically. Haha, welcome in, gym mates. Hi. It was fun, made a big progress, nice. We didn't make it because it exploded. You'll get him next time, Sham. Do you have to restart from the entire beginning, or can you like start from where you exploded? Just pick up the pieces, put it together, and just take that old clunker down the RV road, or what? I don't know what you do in the game. But nice. And of course, Daya, Raiders, if you need to raid and run. And this goes for Ace, Cygnus, and Raiders as well, by the way. Ace and Daya, if you need to raid and run, get food, lurk, fall asleep, any of that good stuff, by means please do. Otherwise, feel free to stick around. We're just chatting, as the topic says, right? That's why he raided us into us, the service crew. Oh, to fix the RV. Fortis, thinking right there. Using your noodle. Haha. What were we talking about? We're talking about Denuvo. Before that, we were talking about bread. Before that, we were talking about my trip. We've gone on a bit of a tangent. But no, the basic thing you need to know is that Wild's optimization is terrible. In part because of the models, and in part because of the anti-cheat. The anti-cheat, we got in that conversation because of the Linux, which we got in that conversation because Ace Cygnus had just switched to Linux. Which we got in that conversation because Ace rated us, which we got in that conversation because we were talking about Italian bread and how American breads are too sweet, and that's why I recommend everyone to go get Italian bread, as shown here, or bakery bread instead of your Wonder Breads or white breads. Don't fall into the... You shouldn't say this, Ace. Don't fall into the propaganda of that deforestation-loving white woman and get Wonder Bread. Get yourself some good Italian bread, right? If you don't know what I'm talking about, good. If you do know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. But also, that was really funny. And then from there, we were talking about Mitsuo Marketplace and how I had Melon Pan and Onpan for the first time. I got it. I did it. I found the path back. So yeah, no, go if you have one. Go get yourself some Japanese food. It's incredible. I'm so sad. I'm so sad every day. One day I'll be a real Japanese. Good lord. I want art of blonde Daya buying Wonder Bread. Now draw him buying Wonder Bread. Now draw him holding a chainsaw. Good lord. There's a supermarket here called Cub. That's my favorite bread, the bakery baguette. Only 99 cents. Ooh. That's the same as like a thrift shop coat, Vortis. Does that reference still work too, by the way? Has anyone thought about the song Thrift Shop in the last decade? But shoot, it was 99 cents. Hi. Okay, so went to Mitsuwa on Thursday, crashed really hard, wake up. Oh, we were talking about have I had this? Were we talking about, at some point we were talking about Exer Top 8, actually. We were talking about Exer Top 8, we were talking about like Ram Guts crushes, right? Did I get distracted from that into talking about bread because of chat? Or did we already finish talking about bread? We were talking Exer, but I never got rid of the bread. I don't know why this bread is here. Get out of here. It's better. Save that for lunch. What else did I do in Chicago, by the way, Service Crew? It was really good. It was really fun all around, basically. My locals did really well. My locals went like insane. I'm super proud of them. Like in so many of the games they played, a lot of people got out of pools. A lot of people did like extremely well in like their, like it's just in their pools, right? Like because it's pools, then you have like your out of pools, and then you have like your top 8s, right? And oh, so many people around me did like so insanely well. It was super duper impressive. Our Melted Blood scene went insane, as expected of the Masters. Just ooh, it was great. It was such a fun experience, and I would not trade it for anything in the world. It's one of my favorite events to go to every year. Because it's one of the fighting game majors, right? And the idea is that you have like Frosty Faustings in January. Then you have what is the? Because I was talking about this with some people. It's tournament season, right? Is what they call it. And I'm trying to think what else is between Frosty Faustings and Combo Breaker, actually. I don't stay tapped into like anything else fighting game wise. But I know like Frosty Faustings is in January, Combo Breaker's in May, Evo is in like July, and then CEO Taku is in like October. I think CEO is in September. So I don't know what's between this and Combo Breaker, but like it consistently, I think I've been able to go to every single Frosty since 2020, excuse me. I was gonna say 2018, I was like, I was not into fighting games that much back then. 2020, which was right before COVID. Then they didn't have one for 2021. No, excuse me, I think 2021 was online. And then 2022 was in person, I think? Or maybe they didn't have one for 2021, but 2022 was online. I'd have to look it up, and I don't feel like looking it up right now. But then like every one after that, you go, you have a great time. It's would recommend it. If you are into fighting games, I cannot stress enough, go to your locals, find people, talk shop, enjoy. It is so sick. Also, I got a charm. I didn't have this in my list because I didn't, when I wrote my list I didn't have this. But like I love my locals. One of my buddies, so if you've never been to a local, or if you've never been to a major, it's basically like an anime convention. I've never been to an anime convention, so take that with a grain of salt. But like the idea is you have a bunch of ballrooms. At this point, it's in the West End in Chicago, in Lombard, Chicago, which Lombard is a village of Chicago or whatever they're called. But it's at a hotel convention center thing. So all these ballrooms are filled with just setups, right? With tables with 4 to 6 PS4s with monitors on them, and you go there, you sit down, you play games. And then in the hallways, they'll have what is called the Artist Alley, which is exactly what it sounds like. If you go to an anime convention, usually it's a lot bigger, because an anime convention is all about like artists more so, whereas the fighting game tournament is more about like the fighting games. But they'll still have an Artist Alley. And one of my locals, I was hanging with them, and we were going down the Artist Alley, and they were like, "Oh, I really want these 2 keychains from Ray Fantasio." And the artist had like a buy 3 for buy like 3 for $40 instead of buying like, it's like $15 for one, $40 for 3, right? So you're saving like $5. And he was like, what do you want? I'll just get you one in this deal because I only want these 2. And so I got a Jacko. Hold on, I gotta take a picture of this now. Shoot. I'll take a picture of it with my other book still. Hold on. Oh, I can take a picture of it with yeah. Tell them yeah. I guess I can't open it. It's really hard to open it. Here. There we go. Yeah. Good job, Ace. Ha. Ha ha ha. There. That should do it. Hey. Yeah. Look at that. Share. Put it to my Discord with me, myself, and I. Where's my Discord with me, myself, and I? Zatsu notes. No, Zatsu with a Z, not with an X. Zatsu nuts. Send. It was so nice of them. Open link. Zoom in. Oh, too far zoomed in. Capture. Look at this! Oh, it's off screen because I moved it. Order reset. Will this work? Transform, reset, transform. Haha, yes. Look at that! She's so cute! And if you flip on the other side, she's winking. Because it's one of those ones with 2 sides, but the other side isn't like insanely like different in it. It's just her winking, right? Yeah. Oh, it's really adorable. Zoom this down a little bit. Here, so screw. Hold on to my Jacko keychain that I got. It makes it so much nicer because like I'm gonna be honest, I don't really buy things at artist alleys, unfortunately, because I'm always of the like I like looking at it, and I really like all the art, and I really respect it, and it's just it's always amazing, but I always just feel like I don't know, I feel bad buying anything because all the posters are like I don't know what I would do with them. It feels weird to put them up on the wall. Like I feel like I have to get them framed, and then if you get them framed, I've gotten things framed before. They're really expensive. And so I always feel like I don't know what I would do with them, and so I never end up buying anything. And keychains I can kind of like get by with a little bit more, but I'm always just like I don't need keychains. I have such a lack of need mindset that I always feel bad going through Artist Alley and just never buying anything. So I think this is like the first thing I've ever gotten from an Artist Alley at a major before, and I got it as a gift, and it's really adorable. Ha. Hold on, I need to scroll up real quick. Because I definitely went on a full tangent without looking at anything. Now I really just want to go to a bakery and buy some nice bread. Nice. As you should, Mayu. So sure, you guys all need to do yourself a treat. Go get some nice bread. Whether that's a good Japanese dessert bread or just like a French baguette for yourself, do it. Get yourself some French bread. Shoutouts to French bread, the indie fighting game dev. Yeah, there you go, Wisteria. Tournament arc. Tournament arc is in tournament arc Wade, Kiwi. Haha. I made the joke for you. Tons of move stuff in the Artist Alley because fighting game players is pretty susceptible. That's true. Even Kiwi had mentioned there was the fighting game there was the UMA tournament at the fighting game tournament, and honestly, that was the thing too. Like in the before times for the Artist Alley stuff, it was also like it was usually like games I didn't play. Right? There's a lot of Street Fighter stuff. There's a lot of the first few years I went, it was always a lot of Street Fighter stuff, and like there wasn't that much Guilty Gear stuff. Because Guilty Gear hadn't hit like the main popularity it has now with the advent of Strive. But this year's Artist Alley was the one that like had the most pull for me because it was like in the before time Street Fighter or like FGO. Those were the two you would always see. Or Genshin, right? Or any of the Hoyoverse stuff. And like I don't care about Street Fighter. I don't know anything about Hoyoverse, even though I like some of the character designs. And like I don't know anything about FGO, but I like some of the character designs. But this year, right, like every year since Strive, there's been more and more Guilty Gear stuff, which is really fun because I'm a big fan of the character designs in that, obviously. And then also this year, since UMA got the global release last year, so many artists had UMA stuff on it. And like, oh, I'm not gonna lie, I was tempted more so than anything else this year because of the UMA stuff. There was so many good ones. There was a really good poster of, I think it's from the same thing that I got, from the same vendor that had this keychain. They had a really good one of Vodka and Daiwa Scarlet on it, where they're just like, I know they're not. They were like just doing like a rival pose at each other where they're both just giving each other like the side eye. But in my head, just now, I thought of it as the Marvel vs. Capcom pose instead. MVC, can I type in MVC 2 guys art and it will know what I'm talking about? No, I'm thinking of the wrong one. Because MVC 2 guys art gives me the one of Ryu and Cyclops shaking hands. What's the one where the two guys are like chest to chest against each other? Is that MVC? Or is it just Street Fighter? I don't know what it is. I thought it was that though. It's not that. But it was, oh, there's just so much good UMA stuff this year, and it was so tempting. Mostly like not just the prints, but also just like the keychains too. There was someone, I think, again, the same with the person that had that charm. I think they also had like, I don't think this was for sale, but they had little like little Agnes Tachyon like Nui, like a little Nui Gurumi, and they had like acrylic standees too. Like, honestly, if I'm gonna get anything, posters are fine, keychains are good, but like, I think I'm really like on the acrylic standee train. Like, I find that is one of the most appealing pieces of art for me, like usable art. I don't know why, right? It's the I think it's because like a poster, you need to get it framed, you need to put it on the wall to like truly appreciate it. A keychain is good, especially because like acrylic ones. I shouldn't be tapping it like that, but like this is thick, right? But like a standee is really nice. You can just put that on your desk. And it like, standees are usually like a little bit bigger because keychains need to be like worn on like the back of your bag or something. Whereas a standee can be like 6 inches big. I think. I don't know how much 6 inches is. It's probably like this big. As you can tell from my hands clearly. But like, they are so much cooler. So like low-key, there was also some of those, and I was really giving an eye to that one. Sorcerer, do you guys want to buy? Sorcerer, can I like? Do you guys want to commission with me some art, and we can like sell some acrylic standees? I would buy an acrylic standee myself. Is all I'm saying. I'd buy like 4 of them and just hide them around the hanger. That'd be sick as heck. Ah! Rue Grimrose, known acrylic standee hater. Welcome in, Rue. Hi. You keep a book of posters and prints if they got small, like a scrapbook. Be like, I got that from that year. That's true, Teal. That's true. The person I was rooming with had that. I had never seen that before. But that makes so much sense. Like, cause I was like, what? Cause he had just had that on like the desk, and I was like, what is this? And I like opened it, and I was like, oh, these are just prints. And that's actually insanely cool. That's an insanely smart idea. Oh. My only concern with that would be just like, are convention prints normally like the same size? Because like I assume that they're all like usually like what B-size paper or like B4. I don't know European size, but I think it's B4. Slightly larger than normal paper. No, B4 is your 9.5 by. It'd be like B2 or 8. Hold on. B1. No, B2 sounds right, yeah. Wait, oh, no, I said B4. Wait, shoot. I don't know. They're poster size. Are posters typically considered the traditional sizes? I should not look at numbers right now. That's not good for my health. No, but that is a good idea. Apply for some library assistant job today. Hope I get it because that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Nice job. Nice, Vortis. Good luck, good luck. Another would-be librarian in the service crew. I agree, Kiwi. Look, I bought books just to like just to show you, the service crew, who are apparently extremely well read, that I can also do some reading, even if it is just my manga. My Bungo Stray Dogs and my Iyashike manga are equivalently as good as the actual novels that you guys read. Ace type of guy to frame photos of himself on the walls of his house. Like, yeah, yeah. Are you saying you wouldn't? Like, if you like had a banger image of yourself, and you're like, damn, I look good. Are you saying you wouldn't hang a photo of yourself like that? I would. I would do that multiple times, honestly. I probably shouldn't do. Dang it! Hold on. I need to go find a bit real quick. I need to go to Ace Windfall channel real quick. Hold on. Oh, this is too good, actually. I need to go find this though. Go to the last Arknights infield, because I know I just realized exactly what I sound like saying that now. Where I'm like, oh yeah, I would definitely keep images of myself. Yes, I found it perfect. Because in last Arknights infield. Yes. How do will TGA toggle work here? Probably will, right? I don't know if that works. Here, scrap cap it then. Shoutouts to Yvonne from Arknights infield. Because yeah, I would do this too. We were playing Arknights infield last week, and we got to the part where you meet Yvonne, who's like who's like one of the new characters for infield that I really like a lot. And you go to her lab, and in her lab, she just has 2 framed photos of herself on her desk, less than a foot apart, right? And I was making fun of that. And I realized I think I was making fun of that because it hit too close to home in that I would do the exact same thing. Damn, she gets me. So yes, the answer is I would. I would love an official Ace Merch standee. Oh my god. I don't know nothing about how to do merchandising, but like, oh my god, I'd go sicko. I feel like it's not hard to do merchandising. You just have to like do merchandising. But like, I would buy it just for myself, honestly. Which that's not even merchandise. You could just, well, honestly, right now, seriously, if you guys wanted a standee, you could like contact someone and just be like, hey, can you make a standee for me? And they might be able to do one. I don't know if you have to do big batches. You could just do like single one-offs, right? Isn't that like entirely what there's like a Pixiv thing, not Pixiv Fanbox. There's something else that I'm thinking of that maybe it's not even Pixiv. Maybe it's something adjacent to it. Where like you can get like order goods like one at a time. Usually like artists will do like they're like a PNG of something, and you can like get a one-off thing of that. Ooh. Oh, that's really good actually. Usually they're the same size, but you can always get like a slightly bigger one just in case. You're right. Put the stickers in it. I like putting I don't usually get stickers that much, but when I do, hold on. Have I ever gotten stickers? I only have one sticker, I think. And I put it on my fight stick, and I put it on the underside of my fight stick. It's for a friend of mine who has a band. They have little stickers, and I put one and I slapped it on the very bottom of my fight stick, so that way when I flip it over, I can like flash my friend's band. Usually when people like put sticker for fighting game players, usually the stickers go on your fight stick or on your PS4 or whatever console you use technically. I've been reading Carrie lately. The Stephen King novel? No, not Stephen King. But like the novel about the girl with the psychic powers in the high school, right? Is it Stephen King? And I started Coraline, but probably won't finish it till I finish Carrie. You've never have you watched the movie Coraline, Rue? If you've not, after you finish reading Coraline, you need to go watch the movie. I was read Coraline in elementary school, which I think is part of the reason I turned out the way that I am, because I feel like that is not a book you should be reading 5th graders, but maybe it is, I don't know. It's just enough that you can probably read to 5th graders, and I definitely was very normal about that book, And I didn't know until later that that was apparently a really popular thing because they had made a movie about it, and I watched the movie like 2 years ago, 4 years ago, and it was really good. It's Coraline is the perfect like gateway horror media for like a child. So go scare some children, Service Crew. Get the Arkham mission and go to like a Woo-A-Cry or that other one. Just buy it as a stand yourself. I don't know what Woo-A-Cry is. I'm stealing this. Thank you, Teal. This is gonna be a surprise tool that'll help me in like a year. Teal, thank you. Haha. What I really want is to get a dramatic giant oil painting of myself and like hang it in my house. Yeah, Rue, you should do that, and like you should get like a curse put on you where all the pain and suffering and the aging that you experience get transferred to the oil painting, right? And then you can like live for like 20 to 40 years, and like one day when you're supposed to be an old woman but you're instead not, you're just still the same Rue that you are, you can like go up into the attic where you have that oil painting covered by like a drapery, and you can open up and you can be afraid of what you've become or what the painting of you has become, and you can realize what's happened, and then like someone can like stab the painting and you die. Is that what happens? Is that what happens in it? I forget. You can Dorian Gray yourself, is what I'm saying. Would you Dorian Gray yourself, Service Crew? Just a general question. I feel like I shouldn't, but like, the Portrait of Dorian Gray is a really good short story. Oh, it's so good. It's perfect. It's a perfect short story. It's very weird like that. Also, we are so off topic right now, by the way. But also, here's your fun fact. Do you guys know about the how do I want to call this? Do you guys know about the Book Avengers? That's not what it is at all. But hold on. Do you guys know about the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? A 2003 steampunk / dieselpunk superhero film. Have you guys ever heard about this? Because I have, and I've watched it, and it is a beautiful little treat. I don't want to go full tangent here, but if you've never heard about this, my pitch for it is that it's the Avengers, but if the superheroes were instead Tom Sawyer, Dorian Gray, Professor James Moriarty, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the Invisible Man, Captain Nemo from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And they all have to like team up to fight someone. I don't remember. Is it Moriarty is the one, or is it I don't know. But it's a beautiful little early 2000s movie, with just an insane plot. Thanks, Alan Moore. Like it's a fun one. I would recommend that if you want just a really goofy little like 2-hour movie that is just like. It's just the Book Avengers. Unrelated, but your aha really reminds me of the. Thank you, Kiwi. I did not mean that intentionally, but I wouldn't be surprised if I did that unintentionally, because I love Antonidas. As a filthy quest mage player, when I played Hearthstone, where you do the thing where you drop out like 2 Sorcerer's Apprentices. You play Time Warp, then you play Archmage Antonidas, and then you just and just fireball them to win the game. Beautiful. Would you go so far as to call it extraordinary? I would call it extraordinary. It's so good. Like I feel like I watched this with friends like probably a decade ago at this point, because I watched it in flight school. I remember, because we used to do movie nights every Friday, where we would like pick a movie or two. We would then like get some drinks, get some popcorn, We would get in a Discord call together, and we would watch some movies, which would range from anywhere from being like good movies, like we'd watch like during a Halloween or during October, we would watch like, you know, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, which is a great movie. It is nothing to do with Michael Myers, but it's a really great movie. Like we watched basically all the little horror franchises from the 80s, to stuff like Yor? Is that what I'm thinking of? Yes, Yor, the Hunter from the Future? Is that what I'm thinking of? No, maybe. Watch something like Yor, if not Yor itself. Like, just any kind of movie like that. And that was one of the movies we watched off of one of the friends' recommendations. And I remember it being so much better than I expected. Like, it was a real movie, which was a very fun, unexpected twist for me. Like, the plotting of it was so well done. The character arcs were so well done. They had setup, they had payoff. There was like a scene where it's like, hey, this guy needs to learn this thing. And then like later on, you see him trying to learn the thing, and at the end of the movie, the thing he learned pays off. I forget what it was, but I distinctly remember that they had setup, build up, and then pay off at least multiple times in that movie, and it was so nice. What were we talking about? Bird's Hot Chicken, that's what we were talking about, clearly. Yeah, while I was up in Chicago, then the other things we did were, we wanted to obviously eat at places that you couldn't just get anywhere. I don't know if Bird's Hot Chicken's a chain. I had never seen it before. There's one in Chicago. My review is, it's pretty good. It wasn't anything insane. The skin of the hot chicken fell off while I was eating it, so it was a little sloppier, but like it was solid. We also went to a place called Jeff's Bagel Run. That place stunk. It took them 20 minutes to get 2 bagels and 2 drinks. That's insane. I am a Jeff's Bagel Run hater, or at least a Jeff's Bagel Run, like, don't go there if you want to leave early. Like, how does it take you 20 minutes for 2 bagels and 2 drinks? Insane. Like, I don't know if it was like a lot of online orders or what have you, but I got my eye on you, Jeff's Bagel Run. Everyone recommended me Kitakana. It exceeded my expectations. Ooh. Oh. Is that... I don't know if this is what I think it is, but I feel like I hear that a lot from my locals in reference to Mitsuwa Marketplace, which is the thing up in Chicago, and I don't know if that's in the food court there. Because there's a food court... I mentioned this early on, that there was a food court at the Mitsuwa place, but we didn't go there. Apparently, people in my group and also my roommate like later went for like dinner at different points. I never ended up going with them, but I wonder if that's like one of the food places. Just like the bookstore Kinokuniya is in there. I wonder if Kitakata is also like part of that. Unfortunately, I've never done that, so I got nothing on that one. I got Bird's Hot Chicken, which is solid. Jeff's Bagel Run, which is really slow, but honestly, the bagels are fine. They give you a lot of cream cheese. Like, they don't put the cream cheese on it; they just put it in like a cup. And like when I say a cup, I mean like a cup. Like when I saw them putting the cream cheese in the cup, I thought they were like doing like ice cream or custard or something. I was like, that's a lot of whatever that is. And then I realized it was just a cup of cream cheese, which is very overindulgent for me. Very overindulgent. But like it was pretty good. I got a cinnamon sugar bagel. Would recommend if you have like 20 to 30 minutes. What else? What other, like, did I go anywhere else food-wise that was, like, out of the ordinary? I went to Outback Steakhouse, which that's not out of the ordinary. That was just close to the venue. That's when I learned about Lake Effect Snow. I had the melon pan and the onpan. That was part of it as well, where it's like I got those things because I could eat them during the week without having to, like, go out into the grand Chicago Snow Effect Snow. What, Lake Effect Snow, that's it. What's its own place? Ah, okay. They might just be mentioned in the same breath for some people I know, just because they're in, just because they are both very Japanese-centric then. It's like maybe you can hit up one and then go to the other or something. There's also, I didn't go there, but I heard a lot of people talking about like the Gundam base, which I assume if you're into Gundam, if you're into like figs and stuff, it probably goes insano. Because I definitely saw a lot of people coming back with bags from those things, and those bags are full. What else? I think that's it for the crazy stuff during. And then the most important one was the last day, which for me was yesterday. They made Frosty Festivals a 3-day event now. I guess they made it a 4-day event, question mark? It used to be that it was like you get there on Thursday, Frosty's is Friday and Saturday, and then you can leave on Sunday, because Sunday was just the after party, basically, which is just like casuals, and like they had some events, but nothing too crazy. But this year, possibly in part because the event's getting bigger, and also in part probably because of like 2XKO, which I actually didn't get to watch that much 2XKO. I kind of wish I got watched a little bit more, but I did watch. That's a tangent we can go on after I finish my bit first, but I did watch a little bit of it. There's some Japanese twins. They did not impress, but everyone was really excited for them, and I'm really sad they didn't impress because I would have loved to watch that more. 2XKO is weird. Tag Fighters are still weird to me. But, yeah, they updated Frosties to a 3 to 4 day event now, where, like, both Thursday is a lot more, like, Vortex Gallery, which is, like, the side event games happen on Thursday, which I guess they still did beforehand. Friday and Saturday are still normal games, but then, like, Sunday is now, like, a full-on day. Like, it comes included in your, like, pass, and it's, like, only top 8s, and, like, the 2v2 tournaments. But, like, there was a, like, I since I was so used to just being there for, like, the 2-day ones, I didn't want to stay on Sunday. So, my group had left, yesterday, but before we left, right, before we started to saddle up and head on out, we did the classic thing of whenever you go to Chicago, you go to the Fox Valley Mall, look it up, because they got a Round 1 arcade there, which is another thing that I wish was more prevalent in the United States. I feel like every small town, no matter the size, everyone needs one of these places because it is beautiful. I love it so much. There is at this Round 1 across the street, there is a rotary sushi place called Sushi Plus, where I always have now. Whenever you go there, you get a little like card. Like every $10 or $20 you spend, you get a little stamp on it. And so I've been keeping, like, since we go every so often, I've kept this stamp, and we finally had enough that we got to spin a wheel. If you spent, like, I don't know how much money, if you fill up the stamp card, you get to go out to the front of the shop and you get to spin a wheel, and depending on what like the wheel lands on, you get like $20 to $50 off your ticket, which is amazing. But it's a very nice rotary sushi place. It's very like contemporary, I guess. It's not low key at all. It's very bright. It's very like poppy in a way. But you go down, you sit, sushi comes on by on the rotary thing, you take it off. If you want to like get an order yourself, you can put like an order on the little tablets that they have, and they'll send a little like Shinkansen or like an American truck down a rail to your table that you can then pick it up and put it off and eat it. It's such a fun little thing to do, and it's right across from the Round 1, where, you know, if you have ever heard me talk about Round 1 before, you know why I go to Round 1, and that's because it has Dance Around, baby. The best rhythm game known to man. It is my idol training machine. Oh my god. Wait, what do you mean they have auto songs? I didn't see any auto songs. Is this new? No, this is like 2 years ago. Oh, maybe it's not on there anymore. If you don't know what Dance Around is, though, this is the climax of my story, because this is my favorite part of the night, of the entire week. As strange as that sounds, getting to go to Round 1 and getting to play the Dance Around cabinet is my favorite part, because what it is, it's basically a giant arcade cabinet with two Xbox Connects on the left and on the right that are pointed at the play area where you can stand and you dance, and the Xbox Connect picks up the locations of your hands and feet, and you have to match up to the thing on screen. You're basically dancing. It's like Dance Dance Revolution, except It's the full body idol dance instead. It's amazing. It was a Dolly. Welcome in. Hi hi. You just got the best part of the story. Welcome in. Hi hi. And thank you, Mortis. Let me. Ha. The real sushi gacha is Kura Sushi. I don't think I've had that one before. There's another one by the venue called Kai Sushi, which was really nice. There, for every so many plates you take, you get one gachapon roll. Ooh, that's fun. My friend's small town has one. Your friend is extremely lucky, Mayu. Tell them that. Found a sushi gacha. It's not a sushi gacha, thank you. It's sushi roulette, which is different. That's American gambling. That's homegrown American gambling right there. That's roulette. I put all my money on 00, and I got $20 off. Or I guess I didn't. I had a friend spend it for me. And they got $20 off, which meant I got $20 off because we just put it all together. Because the thing is, if you ever do go to this place, have everyone like just have one person like put it all on one person's bill. That way you can get a lot of stamps on your card. Or split up the bills, but make sure they just put all the stamps on one card. Because it's so much easier to fill up a card that way. I got $40 on the salmon roll. You put, yeah, you know how it's like red and black are the roulette colors? You put it on the red tuna or the white tuna. I put 40 on Maguro. Oh, I love it. But Dancer, hold on. The thing that I needed to show you guys this time, talking about Dance Around, outside the fact that it's the best game ever, I love it. It lets me live my idle dream. And I go insane at it, by the way. What is the song from this year? There was a song I got this year, which was amazing. First and foremost, hold on. Hold on. Where is... Yes! Yes! Oh my god. So this is not a new song. This is an old song. But I love it so much. This is also the hardest song I think I've ever had to do on this game because it's so intense, but also it makes me feel so kawaii. I think I need to do this, and then hold on. I need to set this up. I need to make sure this is good. But like, I want to show you guys one of my favorite songs, mostly because it's an extremely big work and it also makes me feel really kawaii. Hold on, turn this off, and then that should be good. And then we go here, and then we do... Where is it? There, haha. Then we do this. Yes, haha. And then full screen on. Oh my god, it's so tiny. Wait, hold on. How can I make this bigger? It stinks because it's vertical. Here we'll just cheat. We can do that, and then we just do this, and then we do add source, then we do monitor capture, or not window capture. Don't make source visible yet, just in case. Do that. Do this. Perfect. Then we can make the source visible, and then we can then crop it like this. Yes. You know your hotkeys, baby. There we go. So I played this. I played this song, which this might be loud. Hold on, I'm gonna. It's so. I wish this had the person like on the other side, but just imagine me, a 32-year-old man, standing in a metal gray square. It's beautiful. Every single time. This is just peak video gaming. I've burnt 374 calories. That's like 6 Mandarin oranges according to the game. It's so incredible. They have songs like this. They have a good amount of Vocaloid songs, right? They used to have Vampire, but the one at the Fox Valley Mall and potentially all of them, I guess maybe the like rights to it have ran out, so they don't have anymore. They still have King, right? Classic Vocaloid song. It's so good. Have I missed it? Have they done the jump yet? There's a part where they do like the Chun-Li jump. It's amazing. Just like the fact that you have to like jump back and forth to be like the call and response of this character is so adorable. I love it so much. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's so good. I love Dance Around. Oh, nice! I just came back. Why are we looking at Dance Around? Oh, nice! I was talking about, because I just got back from Chicago, I was talking about, right? And they have a round 1-up in Chicago, which I do not have anywhere near the hangar. And so whenever I go to the round 1-up in Chicago, I always make it a point to go play the Dance Around cabinet there, because I don't get to do that ever, Ace. And I love it so much, and I always want to just say how much I love this game. I use the default, like the Dance Around model that has like the bang covering one of the eyes. It's so good. It is my favorite game. It's so fun. Hold on. And then so that song is just adorable. I love that. But hold on. There was a new song that apparently got added. By the way, very nice, by the way. I wouldn't even, oh my god. Fellow Dance Around fan is so insane to see. I may not have any Dance Around games, but you have the Wii version of the Just Dance. That works too, Dolly. Because honestly, it feels like it's probably very similar to it. This is just the arcade version of any of those Just Dance games. But I never had a Connect, so I never had to like finagle with that. And instead I just get to go here. And also, I don't know, it could be my bias, which is very strong, but as a weeaboo, I prefer these songs to the only Just Dance game I can think about that would have a song is it just makes me think of the Star Wars one, where it's I'm Han Solo. Hold on. I need to go find. I have an image. I took a picture of it because I was like, this is a new song, and this also makes me feel very cutesy. And it was. Oh, I have images of the. By the way, there was the Taiko Arknights collab. In Arknights, there was like the Taiko collab. Taiko also has a collab with Arknights, so I took pictures of that. Aha, hey, there we go. Oh, and there's a picture of my my avatar. I can just share this entirely then. I should be able to. I'll double check it real quick. Hold on. Yeah, it looks good. I took this extremely quickly, so my dude is blurry as heck. But this. Wait. What? Oh, I have to be. There we go. Okay. Aha. Aha. That's my boy. That's my me. He's really blurry there, but I like using one of the default Dance Around models with the single bang over the hair. Peak mob character design, by the way, or close to peak. If he had both eyes covered, obviously that'd be peak. But it was this song. I've never seen this one before. It was Sho, or not Sho. It's something hot. It's something Atsu. Maji Yabai Cheer Girl. And I was like, I've never seen this song before. I want to see what it's like. And it's peak. It's absolutely amazing. I could have done so much better than this, by the way. But that was my very first run on it. It was 113. Look at that. The highlight is dog. I got 3 bads. Terrible. But I felt like a cheerer. And that's the strong part. Master 9 2 I don't know if I'm just cracked. I don't know if it's the idle blood that's been flowing in these veins for years that has been dormant but is always there and is always getting stronger. But like, I think I'm kind of good at Dance Around. I think I'm only getting better with time. I don't think I've ever done a Master 10 song before, but like, I know how to move my hands to match squares on the board. They also have a Dance Rush Stardom song they added, which if you guys know what Dance Rush Stardom is, a big thing in Dance Rush Stardom is doing the Running Man. And I could never do Dance Rush Stardom because I didn't know how to do the Running Man. But now that they added a Dance Rush Stardom song to Dance Around, and I saw my character doing the Running Man, I played that song like 3 times, and now I know how to do the Running Man very effectively. And so if I ever get to go back, which should hopefully be at least like at the very worst, it's next year's next Frosties, I'm gonna be playing Dance Rush Stardom because I think I can do the Running Man now, which is sick. It felt so hype being able to just no look at the screen and just do the Running Man and like feel the rhythm and feel the beat and just know like, okay, it's 3 steps of the Running Man, then turn face camera, arms out pato, and then turn the other way, do the other Running Man for 3 steps, turn face camera pato. Like it's so satisfying. Rhythm games are so cool. Doing it the first time is whatever, but then like after you've played the same stage 2 to 3 to multiple times, when you start to really get the flow of I know what to do, I practice makes permanent. It's so good. It's so fun. It's absolutely my favorite part of any time I have to go up there. It's looks very similar to Just Dance, slightly better than that actually. Yes, haha. You gotta go, Dolly. You gotta somehow get a plane ticket. If you can get this bad boy in front of the camera fixed up, then search. We'll load you all up in the plane. We'll all fly up to Chicago, and we'll all go to the Fox Valley Mall round 1, and we'll just have a line out the door, waiting on this Dance Around cabinet. It'll be peak. It'll be amazing. The best worst part is they used to have 2. The very first year I went, they had 2 of them side by side. And I don't know why they got rid of the other one. I do know it's because it was probably new at the time, and then like not as many people used both of them. But I distinctly remember when I first found out about this game, it was that me and a friend would be like side by side doing it, and that was insanely peak because it was true choreographing. But the worst part was they weren't linked up, so you and your friend would have to like hit the button at the same time to like start it up. But like, ooh, it was insane. You can feel your heart rate reach speeds you didn't even know it could reach until Rasputin's Dance. It's true. You're right actually, by the way. I think I played a Just Dance as a younger boy. Because I remember Rasputin. If it wasn't Just Dance, it was some other rhythm game on like an Xbox or something. But I remember going to a friend's house and I remember Rasputin because that's the first time I had heard that song. God, having to get low is insanely fun though. Like, because the Rasputin dance, obviously you get low and you do the little, like, da 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 da. But there's another song in Dance Around. It wasn't Shigawa, it was in... And I don't think it was in this song either, the one that's up there. There's another one where you have to get, like, insanely low, which is really fun to do, actually. Because everyone's like, Ace, you're wearing jeans, how do you do it? It's like, I don't know, how bad are your jeans that you can't get extremely low? I can get extremely low right now. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this in time with everything else. Hold on. Okay, standing up, and then I felt my knees crack, but I'm. That's a good slab squat right there. Okay, I'm back up. Okay, hold on. Turn this. Now that we're done with the Dance Around bit. Haha. It was so fun. I cannot stress this enough. I had a fantastic time. But with that, I mentioned... oh, yeah, hold on. Before I wrap up my full Chicago story, let me throw in the... for the Arknights fans out there. There was... Thank you, by the way, Dolly. I missed that. But there was, like I said, there was a Taiko X Arknights bit going on. We couldn't find the games. We couldn't find the songs, though. I don't know if we searched in the wrong spot. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to find any of the Arknights songs to actually play them. So instead, I played an Idolmaster song, Go My Way, which was insanely peak. And also, I found out that, like, I actually don't know how to play Taiko. I know how to play Taiko. Like, I know the concept behind it because I played Osu, and, like, I know what Taiko is. But, like, I was like, yeah, I can do hard. I know this song. And then I was like, I actually don't have the coordination for Taiko yet. I've never done this before in my life. Conceptually, it's really easy, but like, should not have been hard right off the bat. I do not have the coordination to rim and then hit the center one and then do all that yet. Maybe someday. But no, they had that, and then also it was for the Arknights collab. Aha. They had like, I guess you get like little mini characters that I guess you can like use as an avatar or use as like to cheer you on. So they had Amiya, they have Calcit, the Doctor, NTR Neural, and Gavial Alter. I didn't know, I forgot about, I didn't like register until just now, but Gavial Alter feels very surprising as a character, but I guess she is a basic character. Gavial herself is a basic character that's been around, and then Gavial Alter is just the alter version of that. And I mean, who doesn't like Gavial Alter? It's a little bit surprising because it feels a little bit interesting, but it makes sense. Rounds out the cast very nicely, I think. It was cool though. I didn't get to play any Arknights song, but conceptually very neat. And then I think I put a tweet out of it, but since that was we went to the round 1 Sunday before we made the journey back, right? I after we were done with round 1 and we were heading to start heading out, I felt like a dog or like a small child, because it made me think immediately of my sister, who will take my nephew out to like a park, and like occasionally she'll be like, Ace, you come out to like the park, or come out to like this like during Halloween, like come out and let's pick apples together or whatever. And like my nephew will be running around having a fun time, going on like playgrounds or whatever, and like it will always be like, you know, he's had a full day, he'll sleep in the car ride home and he'll crash when he gets home. And I felt like that. it felt like everyone else that was with me just was like, we're gonna take our little AC out, we're gonna feed him some sushi, we're gonna let him go dance around for 4 hours, and then he'll just sleep on the way back. And it was true, it was amazing. Clunked right out, landed, got back to the hangar. It was beautiful, it was amazing. Enjoy your looking, Ace, thank you. It was fun. Cannot wait to do it again next year. Let me cut this bad boy out. There we go. Okay. Service crew. That's all I got for my Chicago stuff. I don't think I have anything else huge Zatsu-wise. But before... Ooh! I wasn't tapped in. Nice food wisteria, by the way. But before we head out anything... What's up, Kumo? Wagwana? Hi. Since it is the first of the month, it is time to do a the monthly voting for, or I guess not voting, but the monthly nomination of your Employee of the Month. So if you've never been here before, to explain what this is I will open up a redeem called Employee of the Month. It costs 2,000 spare parts. You can redeem it, and if you redeem it, you can name someone other than yourself, and also someone who has not been an Employee of the Month in the last, let's say, 6 months. And they will be given VIP for the month. In this case, you cannot vote for Dolly, Vortis, or Gabriel. Those are the only 3 that have currently been Employee of the Month so far. Anyone else is fair game, and you can vote for them in 3, 2, 1. And if we don't get one, then we can always... Hey, there we go. Thank you, Mayu. And congratulations, Wisteria, on your Employee of the Month. Aha! Wisteria, if you're here, for your poster back there, do you have a specific thing you want to use, or do you just want to use like the guy, the girl, or sweat? Basic Savions. Thank you, Mayu. Make sure y'all paid your bills. Wait, me or the service crew? I feel like you guys don't need to pay bills. I feel like I'm the one that needs to pay bills. Technically, I have to pay bills to you. I have to like pay you. But that's what the spare parts are for, right? Also, you can't vote for spare parts. Not yet, technically. Vote for Sigma's employee of the month, but he washes so... No, but it has to be a service character. It can't be a game character, Kumo. Wait, I could get nominated? Why couldn't you get nominated? You got nominated, and you also technically... The way that it works is nomination just immediately gets you at Wisteria. Since you were the... Oh, you're right. Technically, your explosion was up there. That's right. But you didn't have the full Wisteria was not employee of the month in the actual sense of how we've used it now, but technically Wisteria was the exploded corpse that we used as the placeholder, if you remember. That's right. You 100% can Wisteria because that wasn't technically true employee of the month. But question, do you want me to use your exploded corpse as the image? It really did come full circle in a way. You can't vote for spare parts because spare parts is the true employee of the month every month. That's true. If you take down this poster, you'll see the spare parts poster. But also, if you don't take that in that poster, you can just see the spare parts poster behind the chat, which is right. It's gonna look real janky in a second. Gotta take care of that and then do. Move this board real quick. Don't pay attention to the fact that the board legs are still gonna be there for a second, but we just have another hang in there spare parts poster behind that poster for employee of the month. Slap that back up there. Guess so. Perfect. And also add new. That should be done. Congratulations, Wisteria. And again, thank you, Mayu. Get rid of this. Name. Do that. And then, where do I have this at? I swear I have this saved. The question is, where do I have this saved at? Is it under... Yes. Yes, there it is. Haha. Boop. Did that get at... Boop. What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean I can't drag this in? Wait, what? What? Why? Can you not drag and drop into OBS anymore? Add image... do I already have this as a thing? Search through outline is what I have it named as. Do I have this somewhere else? No, I don't. So create a new one. Call it Wisteria. And then select from here this. Okay. Make it visible. There we go. Shrink this bad boy down. And then probably also do... I think I did this before where we then... I think it looks slightly better if you switch the color around, which I think you can do via color correction, question mark? Not that. Saturation? Not that. Brightness? Yeah! Beautiful. Got hit with... Wisteria was standing there and we just threw powder at them like they were a ghost. And we found where the ghost was. Also, thank you, Blamey. Thank you. Yeah. Do I have one emergency escape? Ace, what type of... What do you mean only one emergency... Hold on. No, we got 3. Hold on. You move this Wisteria down to the employee of the month folder I have, and then we need to go and move I'll show you hold on, actually, we can do... Instead of finagling with this, we can just pull up a different image. That way we can zoom in as well. Missions down here, go to this. Go here. Zoom in. Scrab cap. Now, thank you, but we have 3 emergency exits. Everyone in this chat, everyone in this service crew should know your escape routes, right? If you're in the hangar, like the base hangar, which is where the red and the blue lines start, which is approximately where we are right now, you can either go out the side exit by the giant front door of the hangar doors as they are, or you can go through the locker room to the main hallway and then go down that exit, or if both of those are blocked, you can also head out and through the second, the northern hallway, right? These are very important that you know. I just jump out the nearest window. It seems to work well enough. That is... Look at those... Mate, look at those windows. That's really impressive, actually. Unless you mean the windows that aren't in the hangar proper, like, or in the other parts of the hangar. That makes sense. But, like, if you mean these ones, that is... I'm both impressed at your vertical and also the, like, the slenderness, I guess. Because I don't think that I could fit through there. I think spare parts could, but... Like a snake. Like a ferret. A 9991. Imagine that actually for this Halloween. For this Halloween, you guys want to do a killing game? That'd be a terrible idea, or more accurately, I think it'd be way too complex to set up. But getting like having the giant hangar doors be like the 9 door in VLR, and you have to like, you know, get 9 points to go through the big hangar doors. That'd be kind of cool. Oh my god. Again, I mean, technically it will be a killing game again, but like not that type of killing game, different type of killing game. Like a 999 killing game and not like a murder mystery killing game, because technically it's always been a killing game, you're right. Yellow submarine route, red 999 door, and blue is the way to the infamoratory and engine room. Are you making your own find your own adventure game right now? The fun part is if you mix the red and the blue, you get purple. Or you get, no, yeah, purple. Wait. There's no purple door in 999. In VLR, excuse me. Yeah, because the colors you get are either CMY or they're red, blue, yellow. And the red, blue, yellow doesn't work in the way that you get, purple. Wait, why do you get purple? Why he not purple? No, you don't get red, blue, yellow. You get red, blue, green. You get red, yellow, green. You get red, yellow, green. That's why. Oh my god, thank you. You get RGB. Wait, no, wait, what? Wait. Red and blue give you magenta. I feel like K right now. I guess that's why K was like, we'll take the purple door, when I was like, oh, that's magenta. He's clearly colorblind. Oh, shoot. Man, we gotta get back to VLR. I'm starting to think about it outside of the game, which is normal, but, like, it's probably not healthy for me. I don't know my colors. Thank you, Dolly. Again, it always feels like I'm the... Hold on. There it is. Open image. Why is that an image for ants? Hold on. There we go. There we go. The classic. Clearly, if you take the red path and the blue path, you don't get purple, you get grape. Maybe eggplant. Strawberry's a really nice color, actually, looking at this chart right now. It's like a deeper pink. I'm just being engrossed by color. We gotta stop this. Hold on, get out of there. Get out of there. Like green. Seafoam is... it's cyan. Like, this is, it's a really reductive image, right? But, like, I think the real, like, I don't think anyone is ever going to be as condensed as the guy on the right, and I don't think anyone is, unless you're, like, really, really into colors. Like, you're not going to be like the girl on the left. You're going to be somewhere in the middle. And, like, yes, Seafoam and Spindrift in the... Hold on, pull the image back up. Dang it. Like, hold on. If it were me, it goes red. Maroon is a distinct color. Those are all purple. I agree with that. Those are all purple. Pink. That salmon's a little bit iffy. That salmon might be a red, TBH. It might be a light red to me. Orange, yellow, that's fine. Green is good, but yeah, Seafoam and Spindrift are cyan. Those are cyan to me. Also, the turquoise is also cyan to me. I don't know what cyan is, but cyan is Seafoam, Spindrift, and turquoise to me. And then teal and sky are blue. Even though teal is distinctly teal, I could distinguish it, but it also is kind of blue, TBH. I don't know. You've never seen this image before? This gets used, I feel like this is a really common meme, like, template. Oh, you're gonna start noticing this everywhere, Mayu. And by ever, I mean, like, maybe, like, next month you'll be like, wait a minute, I've seen this before. Like, not that often, but, like, you'll know when you see it again. Chromatic fire escape doors. Look, I know you guys I know there's an emergency exit, but, like, I got the red watch today. I got the red bracelet today, sorry. I was like, Hitachi, welcome in. Every time I take my dog to the park, the dogs try to find it. That's what I get for buying a purebred dog. Hold on, what type of bread? I don't know if you were here for that. We were talking about bread earlier. This is that's a good joke. That dog better be out of Italian bread, not white bread. No, lavender or purple are different for sure. I guess it's a lighter purple. I'll acquiesce on a few of these things. I can use more than they're on the left, but I don't use all the ones on the left. Yeah. Like, a real individual is somewhere between these two, and these are definitely just the extremes of the spectrum. Sorry, teal. No relation to the teal on the blue side there. I think the original Blue's Clues had a song about which colors made what. Watch how long to settle if it's purple or magenta. Well, I think it depends on what type of blue and what type of red you have to get magenta or purple. If you use, like, the standard, like, this Marciano Cherry Red and, like, this Sky Blue. Wait, this Sky Blue. I feel like that will give you more magenta. But, like, a deeper blue, which is not on this list for some reason, might give you purple. I don't know. I just know the color chart of red, blue, yellow, green, blue, purple. Or Roy G. Biv with blue, indigo, violet, but indigo and violet are both purple. That's a hot, I don't know if that's a hot take, but indigo and violet are distinct. I don't know. That's, ooh. Oh, hold on. I like, ooh, this is a good color wheel, actually. Because it's a little bit more in depth. Because, like, normally when you see the color wheel, it's, like, 6 distinct colors. But I like this one a lot, where it has little cuts in there, right? So you have the orange, you have yellow, orange right there in the middle. You have red, orange, and you have the red, orange. Like, this is a better showing of indigo and violet, I think, as distinct colors. Excuse me. My country differentiates the splits the pink into pink and light red. Yeah, like the salmon color was definitely more light red. Pink are close to the purple colors, and light red are closer to the usual colors. Kid's skin color on the right. Oh, okay. Thank you, by the way, Asmo. I was thinking about colors, sorry. Asmo go 9-9 now. Adios, Asmo. Thank you for popping in. We're not gonna be going too long ourselves either. I think the color talk is as far as the wheel goes. Looking at this though, like, I do like this color wheel a lot more just because you do have a little bit more differentiation of everything. So I can see, but there's no magenta on here. Hold on. There's no cyan on here either. So it feels like the way they get differentiated is because of the amounts of white in the colors, right? That's unrelated. We don't want to go down too big of a rabbit hole right now. We'll talk color theory more on Sunday when we're playing more VLR. Adios, Kuma. We will probably not be around when you get back. Because we're gonna wrap. Unless anyone has anything like any extremely pressing stuff, like right now. Seeing something in stream chat. What color is it? Purple or blue? Ooh, more purple to me. There is the... We're not doing this because I want to wrap, but there is a... Yes, thank you, Asteria. Unrelatedly, like, yes, that's a perfect... That's the template, right? Like, that's the perfect use of that template. Thank you. There's a really good site, which Blammy's color makes me think about, which is it's a site that like it will show you a color and it will say, is this more blue or more? I think it's like what color is teal or what color is cyan. And like the idea is maybe it's not cyan specifically, but there's like a site where which can like differentiate like where you see the divides in colors, which I think is really cool. Color as a concept, Ace, you were not about to say that color as a concept is really cool. Just saying stuff, man. Yeah, I really like colors, dude. I like colors, I like numbers, right? I think I'm gonna learn about some shapes next, too. Like, it's the kindergarten, but like, it's the kindergarten for adults, you know what I mean? Like, going deeper into the basic concepts of what builds the fundamentals of our world. I know! Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, maybe not shapes. Maybe not shapes. Shapes can be kind of hard. I'll stick with the color of the numbers, you're right. Magenta is cool because it doesn't exist in the spectrum of light. Is that true? Wait, is that true? Ooh. That's fun, I believe that. I have no reason to doubt you, Asteria, so I will believe the hell out of that. It's like brown, right? There's no brown light. It's cause it's like a weird shaded orange. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, they're making up colors. Cannot believe this. If I'm very good at coding, I'll make a 999 party game on Roblox or VR chat. Oh, yo! I would be in disbelief if that did not already exist. But if it doesn't, that'd be a great niche, Dolly. That'd be so amazing. God, I have to play Roblox though, shoot. I'm a grown-ass man, I've never touched Roblox in my life. The extent of my Roblox knowledge is a YouTuber talking about like abandoned Roblox worlds as a horror concept, which is really cool in fairness, but damn, I'm too old for this. All right, Sushi, let's wrap. I got a chapter of Planetary Ghost Travel to read. Hold on. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, it's under the Bungo Stray Dogs book. Planetarium Ghost Travel. I knew that sounded wrong. Thank you. I got a book to read. So let's wrap. We're doing streams for this week. Zero. Welcome to Zero. Also, see you, Zero. The good part is, Zero, you get to find out what we're doing the rest of this week. So perfect. We're doing Arknights Infield tomorrow. My favorite potential game is back on the menu, baby, because I need to get out of the chapter 1. I need to see chapter 2 so bad. And I like to go on stream because I want everyone to experience my I want it to be an arc, right? I'm looking forward to what's gonna happen. I'm so interested in seeing how chapter 2 will go compared to chapter 1, but we gotta get there first. Because I'm gonna be real, I upgraded. There's so many things in this game that are really, really cool, but there's so many games in the thing that just kind of miss. It's insane. Like the idea of like upgrading you have little outposts, right? You have a little outpost, and then if you sell enough things to the outpost, they upgrade. And like they visually upgrade too. And I love that. I don't care to like decorate an outpost myself because I think it's a lot of work. If there was an option for that, but you didn't need to do that, that'd be fine. But like, I don't want to do that. But like when you upgrade an outpost from level 1 to 2 or from 2 to 3, which I was able to do this weekend, or more accurately when I got back, I did that today. It will like make the outpost better, right? Instead of being like in shacks composed of like metal siding, they get real buildings. They have an actual an office, a doctor's office or an infirmary. That's the word I'm looking for. They have an actual infirmary now. It's like, it's so cool to see like, oh, I'm putting resources into this outpost. It's legitimately growing and like becoming a bigger, more sustainable place to live in. But then like the quest you're doing to get to that point has a dude that's talking like, yeah, I don't really know what's going on. It's all weird to me. Like that's not it. He doesn't talk like me imitating a robot, but like the voice direction is so not there. It's insane. But apparently chapter 2 goes much better. Like it's just, there are so many things that are like, yes, this is really good, but also like, ooh, that's not as good. And it's so enthralling. It's so enthralling. And I cannot wait to play more of that tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we're playing Stardew, which is really big, because we're getting married in the Stardew, baby. Last Stardew stream, which was 2 weeks ago, technically at this point, we had proposed to Abby, and so now we're getting married in like 2 to 3 days in Stardew time. And also, it starts fall year 2. So cool. Which will be a pretty big year as well, because I think we finish up. We're not going to be doing it next stream, but we should be, like, all we'll need soon is just the fish for the community center, which, ooh. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that at all, actually. Let me think what else. And then outside of that, nothing else the rest of the week, but then on Sunday, more VLR. And the next week, I don't know what we're doing yet outside of the VLR, so look forward to that. But I think that's all I have. So, Sorcerer, let's find a place to rage on into. Can I be the flower girl? Sure, yeah. Sorcerer, name your we'll talk about this more on Thursday, but if you have a request for your wedding party participation, throw it in now. We have a flower girl. We need a ring bearer, which if we don't get one, we can always just put on spare parts, because it's kind of cute when the animal is the one that's the ring bearer. I'm gonna be, yeah. It might just be spare parts. You want to be the wedding? You want to be a wedding crasher? Do you want to be Vince Vaughn or do you want to be Owen Wilson? I would pick Owen Wilson just so I could say, wow. Drunk guy in the corner. Do you need a bouncer door stopper? Do you want to be a bouncer door stopper? I don't think we need one, but we're not gonna turn one down. You know what I mean? We want everyone to be in here. I need a best man. Actually, no. Spare parts can be my best man. Someone else can be the ring bearer then. I guess you technically we'll need a maid of honor. We'll need and I guess other maids of honor and other groomsmen or something. I don't know if you need those technically. I don't know. Dab hype the guest up. Oh yeah, there you go. So not a bouncer in like I'm gonna bounce you from the club, but like a bouncer isn't like I'm gonna bounce you on into the. I don't know how that works actually. I'm gonna go. A bouncer, but like a bounce, you bounce into the club, I guess. That doesn't make sense. A bouncer like in Sonic. You mean like when he gets the bounce bracelet? In Sonic Adventure 2 Battle? When you get the bounce bracelet, you can break the metal grates on the floor? Yeah, we'll work on that one. Space Hopper Club. You don't technically need any of that. That's true. Technically, all you need is a loved one and a courthouse. But we have the opportunity to invite the friends, the service crew specifically, obviously. So I'd like to make you all feel participatory or something. The restaurant. They have wait, what restaurant has bouncers? Those of you. Who's bouncing at a restaurant that's not like a mafia front? Oh, Sonic the restaurant! instead of like, you know how like Sonic has, or had, I don't know if they still do. I've not been to a Sonic like ever in my life. I think I've been to a Sonic once. But like Sonic is like one of the ones where you can like drive your car up and then you like order in your car. And like in the olden days they'd have like people on like the skates, like to skate out to your car. But like nowadays it's like, now they have bouncers that bounce the food out to your car. Like they're on moon shoes. Sursker, can we make a restaurant? Okay, $1 million idea for a restaurant. It'll be terrible because the idea is it's like Sonic, except instead of people skating out to your car with the food, they have moon shoes on. They moon shoe bounce out to the car. Now I know what you're saying, Ace. Won't all the food get shaken up by them bouncing on their moon shoes? Yes. So you have to play into that. You know what food you're gonna have? Shakes, mixed nuts, Sersher, what other foods need to be shaken up? Soda. Wait, no. I don't know what, yogurt? Do you shake yogurt, I guess, because you don't want the fruit at the bottom, unless you do want the fruit at the bottom, right? Those McDonald's fries? Popcorn shrimp. You shake, oh, wait, do you shake popcorn shrimp? I actually don't know, is that a thing? Have them get on the car and catch the like one of those games where the things are falling and there's just the one guy at the bottom of the screen with like a tray that's just picking up the food. Oh my god. Yes, okay. We should not be doing this right now. We need to be raiding into someone right now. But hear me out. Hear me out. So, you have oh wait, I don't know how to. There we go. Okay, hear me out, Service Crew. So you have like your like this is the overhang, and then there's someone's car here, right? Wait, no, this doesn't work. Wait, no, get out of here. Like that's Sonic. Sonic has an overhang like that. No. Here's our restaurant, right? You have your car. Beautiful car, by the way. And then like you have we're assuming that this is like in England, so the ordering station is on this side of the car for whatever reason. Because they like to do things backwards over there. But then like, yeah, instead of like an overhang like this, it's an overhang which is huge. It's covering the entire thing. The actual restaurant is up here, right? We'll call it Bouncers. I'm not gonna spell it out because I don't want to spell out right now. And like there's the little door where they come out of, and then they're on their moon shoes. That's them. They're a service crew, by the way. They're on their moon shoes, and they have their here's your food, here's your French fries, and here's your milkshake. And like as they're bouncing up and down, the food can go through this. Because if we look at this, let's take a zoomed in view of this, right? Oh, that's gonna go off screen. Actually, wait. We take a zoomed in view of this. You'll see that like, and if we look down, it's actually like the plating has just holes in it, has giant holes in it, and the idea is the food will fall through the holes and down onto the car. You can only go to this restaurant if you have a moonroof, by the way, or a sunroof. And the idea is that you need to catch the food in your car, and if you do, you get points, and then you can use those points to buy more food. And I know what you're saying, Ace, are you gonna lose money that way? No, because the amount of food that will actually go in the car is fairly low. We're turning it into gambling, basically. I'm making pachinko food. I'm making pachinko food right now, and it will do dollars because people love gambling. Perfect. This has been my pitch meeting. I only need $1,000, service crew. What do you say? Yes or yes? Call it Shadow because it's a legally distinct Sonic. Isn't that just an Osu mode? Is it an Osu mode? Oh my god, you might be right. I think there's a third Osu mode that might be like this. Unless you're just thinking about Osumania, in which case that's not like this at all. When I was originally talking about like other versions, I was thinking about the one where like there's just when you have to like move left and right to pick up falling things. just drop the food into those pinball pins. Effectively, yeah. Like I said, yeah, it actually kind of is. You don't know which hole the food. Wait. Oh, you mean you mean like when it goes like through the tubes? No. You are talking like Pachinko or like that level in Mario Sunshine, Kiwi. That's what it's like. It's like the level in Mario Sunshine that everyone hates, including me, because I distinctly remember playing that as a kid and I hated that level so much. Someone go to the Space Hopper Dance Club. Well, here's the thing. Then, if you get enough points, you can order more food, or you can then take an elevator. This is what an elevator looks like. And it can go up here. And then you can work at here. And then you could be the space hopper. And then, like, up here, you don't hear it down here because this is also soundproofed. I know you're saying, how is this soundproof when there's holes in it? Technology. Because up here, there's always music playing. That's a music note. How do you do a music note? No, it is like that, yeah. If you earn enough points, you get to work there, but it's a club. It's always jamming. This is my capitalist hellscape dystopia right here. Make that $500. I only need $500 for this business plan. A gacha fast food menu? Good lord. I'm gonna pull in the sides banner right now. I really want fries, but like, I don't know, I might get a salad. Good lord. Oh, I got apple slices, dang it. Man. This is the 4th time this week I got apple slices as my side. I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot that was even a game mode, Nosu, because that feels like it's such a nothing game mode. But oh my god, you're right. It's that, by the way, yes. Didn't knew we were in a venture capitalist stream. You never know where you're gonna go with Ace Windfall, Kiwi. Even when I think the stream's gonna end, sometimes we're just getting started. Or Plinko, you're right. Legally distinct Plinko. The 6-star chocolate milkshake. McDonald's here was doing a limited menu, and one of the options was a coffee milkshake. Ooh, that feels like that's not that bad. I know McDonald's allegedly, I'm not a coffee drinker inherently, but McDonald's has at least they try to like advertise themselves as having like a good breakfast, like the McCafe or whatever. I feel like I'd try it if I was into coffee. Like if I was like a coffee person, but like maybe. So I got it. Oh god. It's just a medium vanilla milkshake and a shot of espresso in a cup. Oh. Oh, that is kind of unfortunate. I had McDonald's breakfast yesterday. Nice, Mayu. Kind of jealous. I have not had McDonald's breakfast in like multiple years, even though I think we've talked about it on stream far more often than I've had it, which is a little sad. Apple slices 9 times the 10th side is a bag fry. Oh no, not a bag of fries, just bag fries. I didn't even catch that for a second, Dolly. So you get like 7 fries, and they're pretty good, but like you don't get the rest of the fries, so you're missing out on a lot there. You can order tea instead of coffee if that is part of some meal such as breakfast. So a stream clip where someone was talking about how their friend had a gacha phone plan. What does that mean? Their writer had randomized daily deals that were supposed to supplant a real plan, but they just used only those. What is that? I still don't know what that means, honestly. It was very nice, enough for me to get it the second time because my family was getting McDonald's for dinner. Sounds good then. You gotta put in your own, just like at the Shadow restaurant. Sometimes you gotta put in your own work, but when you do, you get rewarded with being able to bounce around to music and drop food on lonely people down here. I don't know why they're lonely. You can go here with. No, I was gonna say you could go here with like a date or something. No, only single people can go in this restaurant actually. Because if you come with a date, your date doesn't get to come up here with you. Insane restaurant plan. Okay, I only need $250 for this idea. Service crew, what do you say? You're in? Are you in? Okay, I think Seasonal banners, seasonal menus are banners. I agree. The McRib is a limited time banner, but I'm not falling for this. I'm not falling into this. I'm not falling into this. We're gonna just send me $100 search crew and you're in. All right, that's all we need. Just $100. All right, just $50 and then we're set. Insane LinkedIn post. Oh god. Kiwi, that's a whole other conversation. The LinkedIn culture is insane, and I do not have enough time in my heart to talk about it. But like, corporate culture is fake. It's so oh my god. If you ever look at LinkedIn posts and it's like, it's so fake. It feels disgusting to me. It feels wrong. It just is. It's so weird. Also, to anyone who in like a year's time ever is like going through all of these VODs on like YouTube where there's no active chat and you're on this VOD, I'm sorry that all my little things have covered up the chat all stream. And if you're watching this as a VOD, you have no idea what anyone said. I just now like realized that as the paint was covering up that for like the entire other half. Maybe. No one's funding Dolly. I'm just getting more desperate. Thank you. Oh, I mean the taxpayers. Obviously, I'm rich and I'm important, and like I'm getting so much investment. That's why you only need to just $20, Service Crew. I just need $20, and like then we're good, right? I just need the bus fare to get to the courthouse, and then I can sell them. It's easy. Okay. Service Crew, let's wrap for real. I already told you the schedule. In case you forgot, though, we're playing Infield tomorrow. We're playing Stardew on Sunday or on Thursday. Get ready for a wedding. And on Sunday we're back with some VLR, the best game of the year so far, which is not a high bar because we've only played with 4 games, and 3 of them are from games we've played the other years, and so that's not anything new technically. To wrap, I'm gonna send you guys into let's go. Gonna send you into Orion Escalas. Currently playing through Blueprints. I think I sent you guys there sometime last week. Obviously they've gone to room 46. They've gotten past the tutorial. And I know they're currently working on all the other like the new stuff that you get. And Blueprints is a game, dude. But like I get it. It's one of my favorite experiences is like Blueprints or any such game is a game that like you can only play once yourself, so you need to watch another person play for the first time, and when you do you're like, they don't know they think they're onto something, they don't know. It's such a fun experience. So I'm gonna send you guys into them. Go say hi, go enjoy them, go enjoy some Blueprints, but with that I know nothing else. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to catch you next time. Peace out, everyone. And see you there in 3, 2, 1. Go say hi.